Okay.
Where the link at?
I'm about to send it to you. Let me go here. And then we can view. I can you view the comments? Y'all can see comments, right?
Nope.
Oh wait, is it the difference between private chat and comments?
Yeah. Private chat only we can see. Comments is everybody.
Got it. Okay, yeah, I see
right.
the difference here.
No, I've never gone live in here.
Okay.
Well, here we go. Here's the link. Comments is everybody.
Got it. Okay, yeah, I see the difference here.
No. All right.
Where's it at? I don't see the link. Where that though?
I'm giving it to you right now. Right now.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna put that on mute. Oh, that's what I was forgetting. That's y'all.
Can y'all hear that buzzing noise in the background?
A little bit.
Hold on, let me unplug it or turn it off. It's my work laptop. Out of nowhere, it just acts real dumb. They have no idea or
I bet. All right, and then I'll post on Facebook. This is an exclusive, y'all. Well, ain't nobody here yet. Exclusive live podcast. Tune in. I never post stuff on Facebook. I gotta be more diligent on Facebook. All right, bet.
I kind of treat it like the redheaded stepchild too, but
pull up in there. Woo, woo, woo. I don't know what these kids be talking about. All right, when he get back, we can do it how we do it. Dude. I didn't send out a docket because everybody pretty much knows what we're going to be talking about. So that's the only topic.
I can't hear y'all.
You can't hear.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
What in the damn it?
Hold on. Let me try removing you. Well, if I remove you, will I take you? Yeah, he'll probably come back. You can hear me, right? Keisha, you can hear me?
Yep, gotcha.
Okay, and I can hear you. You sound good. All right, let me add him back.
Am I back in the building?
Yes, you are good.
Back in the building. All right, so let me copy this link. And copy.
What y'all really want?
Listen, now don't start.
Can't touch.
Mm-hmm.
Right here with me. Then y'all want to hear who that?
What is your Twitter for the
I haven't made one yet for this. I'm gonna have to because I told you they cut me off Twitter for good. I tried twice and they said no, you're fully banned.
What the fuck did you be doing?
What? I called somebody a coon. And they said you have violated, you're not getting it. As a matter of fact, they just sent me the email yesterday because I tried to appeal twice. They said nah. So I might just make a new Twitter under the Not From Constantly podcast.
Right, and just do it under a different.
I've had my Twitter since 2007, dog.
Wow, and I've had mine since maybe I think I came to Twitter like right in the beginning of Twitter.
And then there was for like 4 years I didn't even use Twitter.
Yeah, seriously.
Back. And then now they made all these. But the thing is, here's my thing, just real quick. I say nigga all the time on Twitter. Never got flagged. Never had an issue.
They flagged you for nigga?
No, they never did.
I'm about to say nigga, please.
But I call somebody a coon and you flag me for that. There's little people who incite violence.
Yeah.
People who have porn on their Twitter right now as we're speaking.
Oh, listen, if you want to scroll my Twitter timeline, it's inspirational quotes, friends, dick, ass, coochie, something about the Lord, shade room. In that order.
Yeah, I call somebody because he was being a coon. He really was, but whatevs. All right.
I
What time
called
is
a couple people,
it?
out on their shit, and they either block me or, try to report me. But I'm still here by the grace of God.
Which, and no offense, Armin, I'm really shocked that I got blocked and you haven't.
Honey, because my mouth is
I'm
reckless.
like,
Twitter is just something that I can't get into. I have it, but I don't have time.
It's good for it's not good for like long form conversation. It's good for like key king for like when something goes viral, you want to talk about something right then and there, Twitter. If you want to get, some, oh, here's a hack on how to do something, Twitter. A lot of people though have been transitioning from Twitter to TikTok from what I understand. Like that's the new Twitter wave. From what
How do they correlate?
I have no idea because see,
I don't have a TikTok. I'm holding out. I'm holding out. I'm like, I refuse to get TikTok, but it's getting harder and harder every day.
Oh, I can't do the TikToks now. I'm gonna give y'all a reel, and I'm gonna give y'all one of those every day. But I'm not about to give y'all
the same thing.
No, it's not. I cannot work the TikTok. I'm trying to let you know I can't do it.
Listen,
you're not 50 years old. You should be able to work the TikTok.
Listen, no, them transitions and shit, they deep. The ones on the reels, they easy. That shit on the TikTok, I can't do it. It's too bad.
Listen,
close down. Boom. Now I'm a superhero.
We got a little drinky drink. We got a little drinky drink. So if you want to get yourself a little drinky drink,
I poured a little Hennessy in my root beer.
I have ginger beer, and I have Crown Peach.
This is coconut rum and a tropical mix.
That's a vibe.
Cheers.
And here's the thing. Cheers. I love how everybody in this family drinks, or they know how to drink.
Ooh, that's good. Because
functions are really fun.
Okay, and listen, you have to have your seasonal too. See, it's spring. That's why I'm on the coconut, right? But if you would have hit me in the December, I would have had honey jack and apple cider.
Come on now. Peach. Come on, somebody.
Peach. Seasonal and artisanal. Amen.
Okay, now say it again.
Seasonal and artisanal.
Okay, one more time for the Holy Ghost, just cause.
Seasonal and artisanal.
Okay, now.
All right, so we have a viewer. Hello. We're about to get ready to get into this podcast. Just trying to give 7:30. We got 2 minutes, and we will get the podcast cracking. Make sure everybody's good. Armin, your screen keeps going black
because I'm posting the link on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, what is going on?
Like we did the link 3 minutes ago.
Exactly. I'm like, sir. I was like, he's gonna be going off and it's gonna go black and we're gonna miss all that.
Okay, because it's on delay.
Exactly.
My bad, y'all.
You good. And y'all sound good, so that's good to hear. Y'all sound great. I'm glad y'all are not using Apple or AirPods or whatever. Because they're Bluetooth, it's always like a crack on delay. So I always tell people if you have wire-based, great. If not, just don't use them.
Listen.
I am blessed. Every day of my life, I am blessed.
All right, come on, Vacation Bible School.
In the morning, and I lay my head to rest every day of my life. No linger. That was the mix at college when they did the reggae mix. No linger.
I can't.
A dirty wine.
I can't.
Because we tore the soca parties up. Okay.
I got introduced to all that at college. I never really was that type of person.
Clearly, we grew up with that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I've never like go-go. I got introduced to at college.
Dang.
It took me a minute to even like go-go. I was like, this sounds a mess.
We're gonna get into music choice.
Wait. How did you wait until college and you and Lauren are so tight and she's from DC? You never heard go-go until
she never really played go-go. Because when she came here, we didn't know what that was. But in college, when it was the DC section, bump, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. All right, 7:25, y'all. We about to get into it. All right. So welcome, everybody. And well, first off, thank you for joining us. You are now tuned into the Not From Concentrate podcast. I am the hostess with the mostest, your girl, Miss Finesse, KG, whatever you like to call me. And I have two guests here who actually are like really more like family. However, they have brought you numerous episodes, and each one has been one for the books. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves. First, we have Life Coach Keach.
Hello, friends. I am Life Coach Keisha Butler Thomas, whatever it is that you call me. If it's something crazy, don't tell me. I am the CEO of Purposeful Life, Solution Focused Life and Business Coaching, also a TV host. I host Stop Surviving, Start Thriving with Coach Keisha on RBN TV. Catch me on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Roku TV, and all that good shit. I am here tonight to get into all the fuck shit as it relates to the Real Housewife of Atlanta tea. I'm ready to spill it, soak it up, and spill it again. Good evening, friends. Let's get into it.
Period. We're not on that Kiki stuff tonight. We're on the getting into it tonight. And that was a great segue. Also, we have the, how do I introduce you, Armin?
You can.
He's been on here a few times. Every time he gives you not a quotable, a few actually. He is the one who will love you like a brother, but also beat your ass like he don't know you. We have Armin, also known as Armani Blair.
What up? How y'all doing? Y'all know what it is. It's just, I like to comment on things that are funny and, I have my own opinion. So let's get to the mess because I'm ready.
All right, y'all. Usually, as you know, we usually have a whole format, or I usually have a whole format that I get into. But tonight, we don't have any of that. Tonight, none of that's going down because, as you can see by the title of this live podcast that we're doing, we are going to be talking about one topic and one topic only. What is the topic, you may ask? For all of you who are familiar with the Housewives of Atlanta franchise, through the years, there have been a lot of characters that we've come through. We've had Phaedra's line stuff. And mind you, I don't even watch the show, but because the show is so integrated into the culture, I pretty much know all this stuff. You've had Phaedra lying self.
Mm-hmm.
Who actually was lying on Porsha at one time, and Candy.
Mm-hmm.
Candy, the R&B legend, just had a great verses.
Mm-hmm.
People like Nene Leakes, who this show actually made Nene Leakes, although she's no longer a part of the show. Nene, she owned the show while she was reigning.
Shout out to Nene. That's my good sis. I don't care who got anything to say about that's my good sis, Nene Leakes.
Oh, we're gonna get into Nene too. You've had people like Kenya. She tens across the board. The twirl, is that Kenya?
She's irrelevant, so it really doesn't matter.
Well, we've even had a white girl. Who's the white girl on here?
You don't matter.
Kim Zolciak, that's my other business.
Why you like Wig? Wig's a mess and beyond problematic.
Yes, Wig. I mean,
bye Wig.
And
Wig.
bye Wig. And there's been a lot of side people on there, but tonight we're going to talk about one of the youngest, because she's not young, but one of the youngest characters in Castmates, who often has people said, people, they try to run over her and they take advantage of her. She don't know no better. But in situations, we see that she knows a lot.
And who knows how to come up?
No other than Porsha Williams.
Porsha bagged Williams.
Now, if
Porsha coined Williams.
So if you don't know what's going on, Keisha, would you like to inform the people why we are gathered here today?
Friends, we are gathered here today at this exclusive live Not From Concentrate event to discuss the hotation of our dear Porsha Williams. Porsha Williams has engaged in relationship and now engagement and potential pregnancy with her former friend Fallon's not so ex-husband.
Oh my God.
So we are here today to kind of discuss what's going on here, shed a little light, share our opinions, and ultimately break all this shit down for y'all so that you can understand Porsha has put Molly and Issa to shame because her hotation is elevated.
Her pussy is not broken at all. Not at all.
A proper dragging, if you will. Now, I had no idea what the heck. I thought something happened to the girl, about 2-3 days ago when this broke? And I'm
all right. So here's the thing.
Oh,
Y'all know I don't go nowhere but to work into the gym. That's about it. I don't be in no bars. I don't be in no clubs, no restaurants. I'll be home right back there on my couch minding my black ass business.
As we all should, amen.
As I'm laying with my iPad or Apple device, I think it was my phone, on my chest, I'm scrolling and I see a picture of Porsha, Dennis, and Fallon's husband. I said, well, where's her husband? Okay, and I'm minding my business and I scrolled again. I said, wait a minute. Brought it back down. She's showing a ring on her finger. And I said, her and Dennis got engaged. And now I read the caption. Okay, so you mean to tell me that you went and got with your friend, okay, their husband, and you gonna say, oh, well, we weren't together when they was together, bitch. They're still together on paper, sis. So
let's discuss that Dennis and Porsha and Simon photo.
So wait, so if people don't know, Porsha was engaged to a guy named Dennis, and they have a baby. Dennis is the business partner of Fallon's, was at the time husband. Fallon and the husband supposedly are getting a divorce, but Porsha has now come out that her and her friend Fallon's husband Simon are now together and about to get married. However, this all broke. They said this all happened a month ago. And you were just on the show trying to get Fallon on the show as your friend, then saying he's not your friend. Then Simon, about a month ago, wrote this big, long, just pretentious, Fallon's my heart and my soul, and we'll never break up. But then now you're broken up. And then apparently Fallon out in the streets proposing to her side. It's a hoot and a holler. Keisha, take over because I can't get with it.
So in that photo, right? So y'all know I'm out in these social media streets, right? You know, I make my coins, I get to my bag in the social media streets. And so I'm scrolling through and I belongs to all the tea pages, the Real Housewives tea, the hot tea, the lukewarm tea, the cold tea, the iced tea, all the tea. I belong to the pages.
Right.
And I see the photo, the Porsha, Simon, and Dennis photo. And so immediately I think, oh, that's cute. They must have had a little soiree with everybody because Dennis and Simon are boys. Okay, cute. I don't read the caption, okay? I never go that deep. Now I'm going to start going that deep because clearly it is that deep. And I continue to scroll and I keep seeing this photo. And I'm like, all right, bloop, scale it back. So y'all know where I go. The shade room. I takes my black ass over to the shade room and I see that the tea done spilled all over the shade room. Supposedly now it's these two. So I'm thinking in my mind y'all, I didn't even think Fallon and Porsha. I thought Simon and Dennis. Because they're the friends. Fallon and Porsha know each other because of Simon and Dennis. So that for me was like, whoa, okay. So what y'all had a conversation like, yo, bro, ain't no fun unless we all get some. And y'all passing her over? Like, what's happening? That for me was tea. And then I started thinking about poor Fallon, whose house they was in. Porsha was eating her crudité. And I was like, wow, that is bold. You was in my house.
Listen,
so ladies and gentlemen, this is the photo that broke the whole story. This right here. When the people were like, "What? Wait, hold on, wait a minute," and then there was this whole drawn out. I mean, just lengthy. You know what, Armin? Say what you got to say. I'm gonna bring up the entire dissertation you have to write when you're covering mess.
See, here's the thing, and this is what kind of annoyed me about it. It's you put yourself out there to be totally real in this show. How this show that you're a part of is real, but then when some shit is the fan, I don't know that girl. She's not my friend. Like, bitch, what the fuck you mean that's not your friend? You were so pressed for everyone to like Fallon, for everybody to be around Fallon, for the whole time that y'all was, kikiing and cooling, you making eyes at her husband. I believe that's the father of her kids. Like, I literally would smile in my mugshot after disemboweling you, breaking your body
Oh
apart.
my
setting
gosh,
your
she
body on
said I
fire,
was smiling the
spreading your
monkey.
I literally talked to my girlfriends, right? Because we all watch Housewives, right? So this was tea for us.
Mm-hmm.
I literally talked to my girlfriends and I said, as a married woman, okay, if any of them bitches thought that they was about to get into some fuck shit with my husband, so soon as I would have seen that on the internet, because I know they was tagging Fallon left and right, I would have went to Porsha's door and bust her to the white meat. Do you understand me? The white meat. You would have got so jiggy on her front lawn. When I got done with her, they would have been like, who is she?
Right.
They
Absolutely.
would have needed forensics, because there's no way you gonna play in my face in these internet streets.
Well, apparently all this was known. The people didn't know, but as you can see and you can read on this man's dissertation, I seized an opportunity to thank everyone for the well wishes of Porsha and I. Apparently, we the people are the last to know. The streets have been known that Porsha and Simon are getting together, and Fallon. Apparently, everybody is okay with this. You saw Simon and Dennis kicking. Apparently, Farron has known about this. Apparently, everybody's. Oh, we failed. I mean, Keisha alluded to. We failed to mention that Dennis was a $4 million man, and how much is Simon worth?
Dennis was a $10 million man.
Oh, I thought they said he was only worth 4.
10.
And Simon is a $40 million Nigerian man. In what field? Petroleum and oil. Petroleum and
now see, listen. Okay, so here's the thing. Do y'all remember how she was dating this African at one point in time and nobody knew who he was?
Nobody.
And she said he dealt with oil. No, okay, so she think the people forgot. Because I'm pretty sure that she's been fucking him on and off for a very long time.
And it seems like now she's had to come to the surface because, lo and behold, there are some. You know what? I'll show you. So apparently, Porsha is not known for wearing anything loose. All her clothes are pretty much skin tight. I mean, she has the body to do it, so ain't nobody hating. Skin tight, breasts out, ass out, stomach shown, just tight. Even in the hottest of months, because you know Atlanta gets hot, in the coldest of months, skin is still showing and flowing. But have we recently seen Porsha just had to change her heart? She decided, you know what? Well, maybe, the tight skinnedness isn't something that I need. And Porsha, why would you say that? And you know what people are saying? It's because homegirl is pregnant. Now, y'all tell me what you think.
Yeah. She's definitely pregnant. That's the Muma.
You think so?
That's the Muma.
I don't think she is looking at this.
Listen, I follow people, and she's a lifetime member. And she was working out, going in the gym all the time. And then she made this post about being in quarantine and working out and coming out bigger than before. Well, bitch, cuckoo cuckoo, you're pregnant. And I said a long time ago, not a long time ago, but when it first broke, I said, you'll be pregnant by the end of the summer.
So the only thing that I'm going to say for Porsha, if she is pregnant, is at least when she goes high, she goes ceiling high. Because, I mean, if you are going to have another one, make sure that baby daddy number 2 is better than baby daddy number 1. And Porsha has done that from a financial standpoint. What I will say, though, too, from that is
I'm not for it.
Porsha does pretty well on her own.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really a necessity. But if you're going to do it, and if there is a possibility of a divorce, and if there is a possibility that he's not going to show up, at least get the bag.
I'm not for it. I think that, and you don't owe nobody anything if you're not, I guess, legally bound. But Porsha, you should have a set of morals to you that I feel like, and this is just assuming that what we assume is correct, because Fallon could have gave her the okay, but I doubt that. I doubt that's the case. You really gonna sit there and play in her face, trying to get her on the show?
Let me tell you something. You play in my face like that, I'm going to play with
she's
your
not
body.
your friend, and for a month, you and her husband have been just in love. When it took you forever to even get with Dennis to even have that baby in the first place, I am perplexed. I'm confusion.
I mean, my thing is this though, for real, like, let's keep it all the way 100. If you sign a reality TV contract, a long-term reality TV contract, you already know that you're really signing up for fuck shit. Like, there's nobody who's been on reality TV for an extended amount of time who hasn't had to get into some kind of fuck shit.
They're either getting into some mess, or or later down the line they have a breakdown, like Tamar Braxton did.
Right.
Yeah,
like, it's something. Like, it's gotta be something. Like, they don't just let you be on that long without something. So I wouldn't be shocked if my good sis Andy didn't orchestrate some of this, because my good sis Andy knows how to get to a bag, and he likes to keep the girls' tea hot. And so I wouldn't be shocked if this wasn't a Bravo inspired stunt.
Well, not even a Bravo inspired stunt, because to be honest, I don't think it's a Bravo inspired stunt. I think it was all messy when, here's the thing. All of them hang out afterwards. They all hang out with each other afterwards,
right,
when they're on the show, when they're not on the show. Some of them do hang out afterwards. And I know that they sit around and they think about ways to push their storyline, think of ways to make themselves more relevant on social, because the more likes you have, the more followers you have, all that type of stuff. The more social media clout you get, the more opportunities you will get on the show. That you can use, your social platforms as leverage when it comes to contract signing.
Yeah.
You will tell me that in the past maybe weeks since the first episode of the reunion to this stuff breaking, is very calculated to me, because they're also, when this broke, they're all in the midst of contract negotiations. So at this point, this has been probably one of the lowest rated seasons due to COVID. She's securing her spot for next season.
And she's securing that center peach again.
What is that? What is this center peach I keep hearing about?
When you're in the center peach, that means that the season pretty much revolves a lot around your story. Like the past couple seasons, the closest you are to the center is pretty much denotes how central you are to that particular season story. If you notice, like maybe the first 4 or 5 seasons, it's been Nene in the middle, because Nene was the linchpin in that show until Kandi really started stepping her game up. To be honest, I'm very proud of what Kandi has brought to the scene without being messy. I think she's maybe one of the only people, other than maybe Cynthia, that's been on the show for any amount of time.
Cynthia, that's what I forgot. She's the real,
I guess, really, what's the word? Really consistent at building their brand, building their net worth, doing bigger things.
Who was the one with the fake house? It was like Chateau
Sherrod.
Nobody liked her, did they?
People did, because she was good and mouthy, but to be honest, Sherrod to me really doesn't bring anything to the table other than the fact that she's a gossip, and she runs shit back to everybody. She runs shit back wrong, and it causes a lot of dissension and conflict amongst the cast. She's good for TV and stuff like that, the same way Kenya Moore is good for TV and stuff like that. I don't like the person that she is on the show, but outside the show, apparently she's a nice person. But again, I don't like her just for the mere fact that she claims to be married and Mark is not legally married to her. And he has a family in New York that he lives with. That's why he's never in Atlanta.
Kenya is a whole conundrum in herself. But I personally think so. Center Peach to me is tea right now, because people were like, Kandi, are you not pissed that you're not Center Peach because of who you are as a person? And Kandi was like, no, because it's even like with the reunion, depending on how close you sit to Andy, that lets you know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so it was a whole lot of tea around.
Like, look at Jersey. If you look at Jersey this season, they're reunion, Teresa and the girl Jackie are in the middle because they have the biggest conflict of the season. Yep. If you have a really big issue throughout the season and it's lasted, has an arc of maybe 2 or more episodes, and it has a big ripple effect throughout the rest of the season, you're guaranteed in the middle.
Yep. It's a thing. So they did a whole thing on Candy, and Candy spoke on it because they was like, are you mad that you weren't first chair at the reunion? And she was like, no, I ain't even think about my seat. Like, I don't even care. It is what it is.
Because Candy has a real career. She found the love of her life. I saw them on Black Love. Oh, such a cute couple. Candy actually can sing, has writing. Candy is legit a famous person outside of this show. So yeah, I can understand why she really doesn't care. Probably the closer she gets in, the less she can actually do for her own stuff. So I can see why that doesn't matter to her.
Well, not even that. It's also when you are in the center, you have the most drama. You have the most shit going on. And Candy ain't somebody that's for the mess. Like if you come at her with it, she'll do whatever she can to quell it and not.
That?
Like she don't like the
on
mess.
The show. That's how it on the show. That's how she is. Like she not getting into nothing but you come at her,
you gonna get it,
and you gonna get
your ass up.
You gonna get it.
And
let me just say this too. I feel like Porsha in general, personal opinion, this season, I feel like we really got to see just how much for the street she is, period. Like, even with all that Bolo shit that popped off, like, I think she slept with Bolo. I don't care, because I feel like do what you want to do. That's your body. But I think she slept with Bolo.
Now, can somebody explain that to me? I didn't. I tuned in for the Porsha stuff. All the stuff before. I don't watch the show. I don't know who Bolo is.
A stripper.
Oh.
With a really huge dick. And you know what?
Whoa.
If she did, I think she did. I really don't care, because I know if I was in that situation as a single person, having a good time, and he wanted a piece of this good old Amity stuff, he'd have got it all the night long. Okay?
But you're single.
Huh?
And but
at the time she was single as well.
Oh, she was single at the time?
Yeah, she wasn't with anybody. Let's be very clear. At the time of this particular situation, when she slept with the stripper, her and this other girl, Latoya, were the only two that weren't attached to her.
Whoa. Latoya is married.
Was married.
Married.
She was separated at the time.
Separated, but on paper?
On paper, she was still married.
Married.
So the only one who was really unattached was, well, not really only one, because Marlo and Kenya, because I still have yet to see a marriage certificate. But so, technically, Porsha and Marlo were the only two unattached. Marlo plays too cool for school. Like, I ain't doing it. Like, bitch, nobody wants your old ass anyway. So, okay, moving along. Bolo definitely wanted a piece of Porsha. And I wouldn't be mad because, one, Porsha's cute. Porsha got body. Porsha's single. If y'all want to bust down as two consenting adults, that's y'all business. I'll tell you what, though. Anybody that wants to come at me for being a sex-positive person, kiss my ass. Did I fuck him? Sure did. Would I do it again? Absolutely. Was it good? Yeah. Are you mad? Yes. That's the only reason why Kenya has ever made a huge to-do about anything. It's because Porsha's getting shit that she's not getting. Be very clear about that.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Very bothered by Porsha.
Yes.
That is hilarious.
Day one. She don't like the fact that Porsha's younger than her. She don't like the fact that Porsha is cuter than her. She don't like the fact that Porsha is getting niggas that have money and you got to pay people to be on the show to sleep with your funky ass. Like, bitch, please. Like, I've never seen someone who is so pretty be just so insecure. It's very pretty hurts. Just pretty hurts.
They said the people highest up got the lowest self-esteem on the road to riches and diamond rings. But back to Porsha. So once they broke that, they're together, and that Fallon apparently, is okay with it, but then she said she wasn't, but we're gonna get into that. Then this broke. That Porsha and Simon, after a month of being together,
she's pregnant.
Do you see that not $40 million ring, but what $40 million can get? Let me zoom in.
I'm not mad.
But like,
I'm not mad either.
I'm not for it. There's bitches out here that's slutting for Chipotle. Okay.
Actually, Chipotle looks amazing. Shout out to Chipotle.
I'm sorry, but like, there's bitches out here slutting for Chipotle. They slutting for weed. I'm not mad at Porsha.
Me either.
You know what I'm saying? How you get it is how you get it. I'm not mad. On top of,
would you be mad if somebody did that to you though? Not say if your homeboy, not your bestie, you know, this your friend, because apparently they were friends. I don't know, not friends, but friend. Say if you had a boy, not even just his marriage. Say you had a boyfriend, and your friend, you introduced Kiki, had a good time. So then, out of nowhere, the friend swoops in and takes your boyfriend. You would have an issue with that.
Let's be very clear about one thing and one thing only. You can't take shit from me.
Oh.
If you can take him, he wasn't mine in the first place.
Bloop, there it is.
That's that. But, you know, if it so happens that y'all two have a situation and y'all have a genuine connection, so be it. I'm going to fuck you up off of GP about it because you breaking code because we're supposed to be cool and friends.
You're breaking code.
You've been in my house with him. You've been to
probably had a few
him, things like that. Like that is definitely you're going to hear my mouth about it. I'm either going to put these hands on you, or I'm going to cuss both y'all the fuck out, or I might even set your house on fire. Whoa. But we just not going to play that with me. And, you know, I have a pretty dynamic group of male friends. And, you know, at this point, like my best friend, Mikey, he does not have to worry about me coming for his man.
Yeah, that's why I said best friend. I would never.
Because at this point,
best friend
so close. That's
demonic.
Like, I would, like, no. Just, I.
That's why I said friend. I didn't say best. I didn't say, like
even.
Like me, Lauren, or me to the no.
I don't call just anybody friend. You know what I'm saying? True. Like, if I let you in my circle to be around me and my nigga, you're a friend. But my friends also know I'm that friend.
Period.
When I say that friend, I am the crazy friend. I will blow up your car. I will set your house on fire. I will hide your body. They will never find you. Don't you fucking.
Period.
I feel that. But I will say though, like you said, Armin, I'm not necessarily mad at her because on the flip side, like you said, you don't call everybody friend.
Right.
I can say this from a very honest, real place. When I was younger, if we was kicking, we was friends, right? Like you was my friend.
Right.
Now, as a grown-ass woman in my 30s, friend has a very different definition. Yep. And so with that being said, who knows what definitions of friends we're dealing with, right? Because there's also a difference between being friends and being castmates, right? What we need to be on the TV is one thing versus the functions that we might get into off the TV. Because sometimes the functions on the TV, you got a casting call for.
Right.
You have to be at that pool party because my good sis Andy said that's where you need to be.
10 a.m. We're going to be throwing the drinks on her. Please come. Everybody who's throwing the drinks, please come at 10 a.m.
Exactly. So it's like, you know, is it a casting call or is it we in the function?
With a lot of these reality shows, y'all not about to be cussing and fussing in the middle of the white man's establishment. Like, you ain't shaking no tables down at the PF Chang's because they ain't playing that. You ain't throwing no drinks at the TGI Fridays because they will have your ass out of there. So everybody in there is pretty much paid actors down to the damn staff. They're standing.
Okay.
Because let's be very clear, you ain't gonna be up in here disturbing no peace. We still have a business to run. We have patrons in here. So I've already looked at a lot of reality TV shows and it's like, oh, you know, this is some bullshit.
And the interesting part is when they get to acting crazy and doing the fuck shit, nobody turns around. I'm gonna tell you right now, a bitch flip a table. I'm like, ooh.
This me. No, wait, this me. Bitch.
Okay.
Because I'm quick to see a Waffle House brawl. I'm quick to see a Wendy's brawl. I'm quick to see an iHeart brawl on my social media. So you mean to tell me somebody has a camera crew throwing drinks, shaking tables, and don't nobody but bat an eye and don't know cell phone footage come out? That's how I know it's staged.
Right.
Like, a lot of it is, and they even say, like, if you watch certain stuff, they be like, oh no, I'm not filming with her because I don't trust her. So they notice like they're not in scenes together. It's very much giving stage. Like it's giving you that all day long. So again, sometimes I feel like these shows, we have to take into account that
it's still TV.
Don't
get hung up in that reality part. It's still very much staged.
It's very much
a set. It may not be a building around you, but it's still very much a programmable piece of content.
Right. And that's why I think sometimes when we hear stuff like, oh, we friends, oh, this and that, it's like,
but are you?
Selena and her manager were friends too.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, are we friends for the TV, or are you, or am I gonna call you when we leave set and be like, you want to go get a Tito's and tonic? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's really happening? So
like on the show, you can pretty much tell who are actual friends outside of the show and who is not.
Absolutely. And you know what's crazy? A lot of them cross-pollinate, especially in Atlanta, because there's so many shows in Atlanta. So we know without the shadow of a doubt, Candy Burris, Tiny, Rashida, like we know the ones who are very much like,
well, they have history before the show.
Yeah, they're all in. Well, first of all, Candy and
like, we know they're friends. The ones who are castmates is different. And Armin, I know you don't like my good sis Nene, but she the one who told it. She was like, listen. Y'all want to come at me about these women, but these are my castmates.
Right. Oh, be very clear. Let's be very clear. While I give Nene Leakes a very hard time about certain things, because I be understanding, it's her delivery with things. It's very, very hood ratchet at times with her delivery of things. Like, I like Nene. She's good for TV, but the way she deals with things.
Oh, she's great for TV. Nene was the best thing that happened to that show.
Her ego is very inflated, and it's bigger than the receipts that she brings to the table.
I agree with that. And I'm going to tell you this. KG, you just said it, right? She's everything for that show. And aside from COVID, that's another reason why this season did so bad, because she is an element of the show that is so necessary. Even when she was just in the last season, she only shot maybe like 4 episodes. But we needed that little piece of her to keep Atlanta grounded.
When you think Housewives of Atlanta, I think Nene Leakes. I don't think of anybody else before.
Of course you do. And it's like that in every franchise. Every franchise has that key person or people. Every single one. Like me and Armin, we be arguing over Potomac, but if it wasn't for the Grand Dame, Karen Huger,
there'd be no Potomac.
And Giselle Bryant.
Who was the one with that horrible wig? I don't even know who they are. I just remember one girl.
There's a couple of them with bad wigs on that show.
No, man. She looked in distress. My mom had it on TV. I was like, Mommy, who?
Probably Karen. In the beginning, Karen's wigs were.
Yeah, because Karen's wigs was real bad in the beginning.
Yes, Ariana Cream. I agree.
Yes.
Bring me back.
Well, that's here's the thing with Nene. Nene is not going to come back because now her ego is hurt.
Right.
She put her foot down and did all this grandstanding and didn't go about doing it the right way, and it fucked her up. It really fucked her up royally. While I do like her, I think she is great for the show. There was a discussion I had on Twitter as far as people getting spinoffs. She and Candy were the only two deserving of spinoffs on that show. Because it's like Cynthia's great for the show, but outside of the show, she's boring.
Come on, she's not great for the show.
She's beautiful, but she's old now. She just wants to live her best life.
She is a snooze fest.
Porsha is great, but at the end of the day, she's not that smart, and I just don't feel. I feel like watching.
She's the one who Phaedra played, right? Like Phaedra made her say those bad things about Candy, right? I remember that. That was in the news. That was like legal stuff. Yeah.
So it's like Bravo really fucked up the bag with Nene, because Nene should have had a show when she was doing her own spinoff show. She should have had a show when she was doing her guest spots on Glee, when she was on Broadway. That could have been a very good show for her to have, her own thing going on. Because to be honest, Kim Zolciak, who really gives a fuck about this bitch, her wigs, and her 50 million children?
The fact that she kept having kids kept that show going.
But it was boring.
I don't disagree.
Don't Be Tardy
was not the show for me.
Don't Be Tardy.
And I love Kim. Don't Be Tardy. I wasn't here for Don't Be Tardy.
It was very boring. To me, I feel like she gets rewarded for doing the bare minimum. She did the bare minimum on this show. She does the bare minimum with her own show. And it's like they keep rewarding her for being a rich white woman who does absolutely nothing with her life.
But if I'm giving you real tea, I feel like all of the spinoffs that they've given Candy have been dry.
They have been dry. They've been ratings. They brought in ratings.
But for me, they were dry.
I like the ski trip one, and I like the one about her wedding. Her wedding one was great. I didn't watch the Candy Factory one.
Ugh.
But at the end of the day, it's like she has a light. Like she could have a Black Vanderpump Rules because of her booming restaurant. I would like to see it. I would put an eye on it just to see what's going on. But you know, Candy and Needy.
Oh no, Armin, you froze.
How about now?
Okay, there you go. Woo.
Okay. But Candy and Nene have been the most consistent for me.
I agree. I agree in Candy's consistency. I'm just really not here for her spinoffs, but I'm also not very much a Candy fan. I'll be honest with you, and I know you don't agree, but I feel like Marlo needs a peach. I like Marlo. What I really love about Marlo is she's going to give you a look, baby. And I feel like the looks of that show are weak, and Marlo serves you high fashion tea every single time you see her. The bitch was in a motherfucking hazard suit, and she was giving me Fashion Week.
Wait,
like,
is Marlo who was the one who had beef with Kenya about hair products?
Yes.
See, bits and pieces are starting to make sense.
Are you ready? Are you ready for what I have to say about this?
Because I know he doesn't agree with me with this. Because we
Wait,
talked.
One second. I just want to bring up what Ariana said. She said it was a money issue. Nene knows she's top ATL housewife. I guarantee you, she asked Bravo how much those rich white housewives are making in Beverly Hills. Match it, and they turned her down.
And that's also a thing. Like, to me, I feel like she could have really said, you know what, this is bullshit. Y'all pay these shows. Like, Atlanta consistently brings in fucking ratings.
Has been since the beginning.
This is why other franchises are beginning to integrate and bring more Black women onto their shows. The Beverly Hills was doing all right until Garcelle came on.
Yep.
Now New York is getting higher ratings because Ebony's on there, and Ebony's dragging in white women for filth, and I love to see it. And I feel like Jersey is about to be the same way. They need to bring another Black, two other people of color.
Jersey needs me.
Girl, please don't. Because I don't have to drive to Jersey to fight nobody for saying nothing to you slick and sideways.
Jersey needs me because I'm ready for them. I am ready because I will drag Teresa for filth with that guy.
Life coach to the street.
Under, honey.
Listen,
under.
Her hairline be like down here and shit. It looks like a hat. Like, bitch, where's your forehead?
Jersey needs me.
But it's like, you know, Nene goes about things the absolute wrong way. Where I do understand it, she don't play the game the way it's supposed to be played, and she could have done.
I think that's wrapped up in her authenticity, though.
It's not in her authenticity; it's in her mouth and her ego.
I feel like it's in her authenticity. I feel like,
but no, she can be. You can be authentic. It's just you don't fucking listen. This is why her lawyers left her. This is why her manager left her, because they tell you what to do, and you be like, nah, fuck that. I'm doing this. And it's now look at you. What you got?
She on YouTube. She on the YouTube.
I mean, YouTube is great, but at the end of the day, it's only going to carry so much.
That's where
I mean, if she has sponsorships and enough people tune in, there's people pulling in ratings of shows.
But she's not pulling that, is what I'm saying. She's not.
Okay.
She's not consistent. She's very sporadic. She doesn't give you like weekly video or whatever. She gives you like when she gets pissed off on Instagram.
Right.
Nah, sis, you gotta grow that. You gotta grow.
Right. Like it'd be a bad live. It's not like Candy Speak on It. It's not like
I'm here for Speak on It. Now I like Speak on It.
Mm-hmm. I like again, what I say is Candy knows how to get the motherfucking bag. That's why I respect Candy Burris for everything that she does, because out of all of them women, she is the only self-made one.
Period.
The only self-made one. For real.
Well, no, Cynthia was a model, right? How do I know? I do not watch this show. How do I know?
Cynthia was a model. Cynthia's self-made too, but I'm talking about as far as like HBIC money. Like,
okay.
Lisa Vanderpump only makes money because of her husband. If she had no husband, she wouldn't be making no money like that.
That sounds like a famous name, Vanderpump.
She's the one with the dogs who was on Beverly Hills and
okay, yeah.
You know all this, KG, because whether we want to admit it or not, some of these reality TV franchises are built into our culture at this point.
They are. That's why I'm like, how
Atlanta is a part of our culture. Yeah. Well, as much as I don't like the Love and Hip Hop franchise, it's part of our culture. Like,
for the first
for real, reality
years I watched it. Yeah,
reality TV is big in the Black community. Like we have created so many stars because we've been able to show up as ourselves and then grab the bag from that. And here's my thing with reality TV, right? Reality TV is a total tool if you use it right.
Look at
reality TV, exactly like a Cardi B. You have to be able to get in and get out.
Michelle.
K Michelle. I'm Keisha. K
Like,
Michelle.
I've said it a long time. It's a lot of these rap bitches that get on these shows and they always in the studio, but ain't release no fucking music.
Exactly, but reality TV, like I'm gonna tell y'all somebody who I fell in love with on reality TV, and then found out the bitch could sing. That Tammy Rivera, Waka Flocka.
Yeah,
that's a bad bitch. Whoa.
Do you know who else can sing?
Nobody can sing.
Delicious can sing.
Delicious. I knew. No, you knew she could sing when she was on.
I forgot because I didn't.
Oh, you forgot. I'm about to say you knew she could sing. When that girl Heavenly was trying to be like, Flavor Flav, and she was like, okay, now Delicious, you sing me something. She's like, nah, I can't sing. I don't want to sing that. He said, girl, I heard you singing Flavor Flav. I was like, ooh. And that girl was pissed. She was like,
yeah.
But I'm telling you, reality TV, like, sometimes we sleep on it because it's like, oh, you want me to compromise my morals. If you do it right.
You don't have to.
Like Ramadan never did.
Right.
You don't have to.
Reality TV, honestly, is a mirror of what's going on at that time. You know what I'm saying? I do miss the days of the Real World before the Real World got trash.
Oh, I love the Real
World. In the beginning, when it was like new, wasn't nobody doing it.
College Hill, too.
College Hill was lit.
Oh, lit.
I just knew when I got to school, I was waiting to. I was like, "Oh, I'm about to go to college."
They wasn't coming to no Delaware State.
Yes, they were. They had a college tour there. I just knew I was gonna go. I just knew I was gonna be on College Hill.
It was lit. All my spirit. Even like, I'm gonna take y'all back further. I was here for like when they was doing like the D list. Remember that with Bridget Nielsen. And Flav,
the real life.
Like, yeah, all that shit. That shit was so.
Oh yeah, VH1 used to have everything on lock. That's when I was a child.
Reality TV really is dope, and I'm gonna tell y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but the best. I'm about to drop a whole gem for y'all. The best $39 y'all can spend in 2021 is a year's worth of Zeus Network.
Nope, not doing it. My sister, nope. Not doing it. I refuse.
Zeus
I'm not
Network
doing it.
Old school reality. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Let me tell you something.
I'm hooked on it.
I am not endorsing anything Jocelyn Hernandez, Black China,
Double Homicide,
Natalie Nunn, Chin. I'm not endorsing none of that fuck shit. Like when I tell you,
I almost got a subscription because of that clip.
Wait,
she was like, "Damn."
Let me be very clear. Let me be very clear. Okay, let me be very clear. The two shows I have not watched are Jocelyn's Cabaret, okay, and Black China, because I don't like really either one of them. But the love shows on there, they're fucking funny. It's old school flavor of love. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. B. Simone had this show called "Will You Be My Boyfriend?"
I was not finna watch that.
That fucking show was so goddamn funny. I was funny though. So hard. That and one more chance with Chance from I Love New York. Let me say something. I'm gonna tell you something. Real tea. No real tea, no shade. My husband hates everything I watch.
But he watched that.
He watched One More Chance because when I tell you it was the funniest shit, and it was just old school reality TV where like you don't have to think about nothing. Right. Like it's just some funny ass TV. Like you know it's fake as hell, but it's just funny ass TV. It was so good. Telling y'all, $39, best $39 y'all gonna ever spend, and y'all gonna hear this first right here on Not From Concentrate. I am pitching them a charm school with me, life coach Keish.
I can see that.
I want them bitches, and I'm gonna get them the fuck straight. And Zeus better give me my goddamn show.
When you get your show, I'll subscribe. How about that? We'll make a deal. When you get your show, I'll subscribe.
Because here's the thing, I miss the Real World Road Rules challenges.
Yes,
the old school ones
like
that.
It's just like
Stuff that wasn't hard. Like I like Road Rules. I liked that type of stuff. But when like Love and Hip Hop to me has got
Next. Y'all remember Next?
Yes.
Next was funny. I know a couple people that have been on Next.
Or Room Raiders.
No.
True Life.
But also,
True Life was 60 minutes for kids. Like I love True Life.
But see, here's the thing. Like anything that comes on MTV anymore, I don't watch. If it's an MTV network, I don't watch it because it's become trash. Like I watched the most recent season of Love and Hip Hop New York, and it's literally the most niggas ain't shit type program I've ever seen. Like the dude, what's his name? Fresher, the rapper. You trying to be a manager? Like, what are you managing? You can't even manage your own career, but you see a pretty girl, you want to manage her career and tell her she needs to get her body done in order to rap? Like, what type of fuck shit is this? Like, it was the most Me Too shit I've ever seen in my life.
Wow. And I stopped watching it years ago because as a Black woman, I felt like the Love and Hip Hop franchise just put us lower and lower and lower. And I stopped years ago. I can't even tell you the last season of Love and Hip Hop that I watched. That's not to say that I don't watch fuck shit, because I do, clearly, Real Housewives of Atlanta, But I couldn't with that franchise.
But there's so much that those ladies will allow themselves to be.
Yeah. Like they have a stop.
Yeah, there's a stop point on that show. Like because they still want to be revered. So they're gonna do but so much.
And I think it's
This is how I knew some of that shit was on some bullshit. You bring the bitch my husband cheated on me with on a reality TV show and sit this bitch in front of me and expect me not to act an ass. You expect me not to kill this man or rip this bitch's throat out? Like, I'm sitting there watching TV. I'm waiting for a bitch to get her head bashed in. And, well, maybe we can sit and talk. Talk about what? What are you talking about? Like, I have never, ever in my life seen someone disrespect their spouse on a more consistent basis than I do with Kirk and
Oh my gosh.
I feel like his sole purpose on reality TV is literally to disrespect his wife every single episode. Like, what in the absolute fuck? Like, bitch, if you don't bash Mr. Head in and think about heaven later, like, Like, because the way I'm set up, I'd have shot that man in the head point blank with a double barrel. Do you hear me?
But I feel like even bigger than him, we had Peter Guns with his two, Amina Butterfly and Tasha.
I heard about that. And now he's like the host of Cheaters.
But wait, these bitches was playing tennis with who's pregnant now. I'm pregnant. You pregnant. I'm pregnant. You pregnant. I'm pregnant. You pregnant.
And he don't even rap that well. His son blows him out the water.
He has one song that we actually know.
Which
and now this nigga is the host of Cheaters.
Child.
I mean, it takes one to know one, right?
But still, just child. Like, no. Like when I only watched literally I was into it when Cardi got into it. When Cardi was on Love and Hip Hop New York, I watched it because I followed her on the gram. I don't think she's the best rapper in the world, but the bitch has come up. I'm proud of her. Just on that.
It is stuck, honey.
So,
and apparently she sold that.
Like, I can't knock her fucking hustle, but all that other shit on there, like Rashida's music career, like, ma'am, no.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
The way she let herself be played by Kirk Frost, I can never forgive her.
I was here for the originals, though, y'all. I was here for Chrissy Lampkin. I love Chrissy Lampkin. Whether with Jim Jones or not.
Oh, Chrissy, the one who proposed to him.
I love her. She's a boss bitch, and I was here for her.
The one who proposed to him? The one who proposed to him.
Yes.
The one who got down on her knee and proposed to him.
Yes.
The one.
They still ain't married.
No, they're not. They live in separate. She live in Miami and he live in New York. They got a whole situation. But I like them. I liked her. I liked how real she was. Yeah. I was also here for Erica Mena pre-Safari.
Here's the other thing what I don't like about her. she is the person with the loudest mouth with no receipts. Like your ego is this big, but you have a receipt list that is literally like not even longer than a goddamn Post-it. Like you've done absolutely nothing. Like absolutely nothing with your platform. Like you can't sing, you can't dance. The most you can do is get on your back and make babies for ain't shit ass niggas and be a clout.
Oh hell
That's
no!
it. I mean, that's it. Like other than that, nobody knew you other than being somebody baby mom in the Terror Squad and being the bitch in the Chris Brown video.
You was the Terror Squad? What Chris Brown video? Wait, what?
Wait, all I knew her from Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The first and second season, she was one of the Dash girls in their store.
Right.
That's how I knew her.
Right. Like when I remember seeing her, I'm like, when that bitch on Courtney and Kim Take Miami? Like, bitch, please. Like, huh? And then you talk to people like I get she's a Scorpio and she got a loud mouth. I get it. Hello, that's what I am. But at the same time, it's like I don't put myself out there to be something that I'm not, as far as I will out sing any bitch in this. How, ma'am? How? You ain't charted. You ain't released nothing. You ain't signing nobody. You ain't writing no songs. You ain't producing shit. Like every time we seen this bitch, she was in the fucking studio and didn't release one song that Olivia took and made numbers with.
Yeah, when you have Olivia doing the work that you should, I was like, Olivia. Out of all the names, you let her come up off you, man.
I just don't understand. And you know, of all the nut ass niggas that reproduce what you reproduce with Nicki Minaj's hype man.
And he a whole ass nut. He is a whole ass nut.
He is the definition of a nut ass nigga.
But he can spit, and he's a ghostwriter, man. Apparently, he got.
I mean, granted, he can write it, and Nicki can spit it, and her shit ain't been right since he left her. But
oh no, remember Nicki says everything she spit, she wrote. And
we're supposed to believe her ass is real, right?
I'm just saying what she said. I'm just saying.
Okay. I'm not going to sit here and take advice from some delusional bitch who looks like she was an extra in A Bug's Life. Won't be doing it. My
issue with him is he is so flashy and so loud and he's so like just over the top, and it's like come on, enough. Them chains and the watches and it's come on.
Maybe he's Jamaican. That's how Jamaicans are. Jamaicans are very flashy people.
Pause. No, they're not. Pause. No, they're not. He is someone that had grew up not having anything that now has a piece of something, and now because before all this, he wasn't nobody caring about him.
Didn't nobody even know who he was when he was Nicki's man?
Nobody even knew he was Nicki's man. He was nigga. Get the bags.
Yeah, for real.
Get my water.
Yeah.
Hold my purse. That's all Safari was, to be honest with you. He was a glorified hype man.
But then his nude dropped, and everybody was like, "Oh, Safari, hello, sir."
I mean, he is wackodocious. I can't take him.
Look, he gets the bag off OnlyFans. That's what he said, and I don't. And his subscribers, they're up there.
Be very clear. Listen. It's large and in charge, but at the same time, I would never let a nut ass nigga touch me. Do you hear me? You fucking nut. Are you? I would, and if I did, I wouldn't tell nobody.
She married it.
And they're giving neck all 2021, as he said.
But see, here's my thing. Again, you talk all this short shot shit like you a bad bitch, but you got wiped by a fucking hype man, B. An unsigned hype man. Again, we need to move on from Erica Mena because
how we got so I don't even know how we got here. We were talking about Porsha but reality show. Now, I just want to know y'all stances on how you feel about the whole Porsha situation. So I firmly believe that while I don't think morally it's a bad decision, but like she secured the bag, and if she is pregnant, she secured the bag. And he's over here saying that he's in love and all this stuff. And apparently, homegirl, I forgot to bring that up. Homegirl Fallon proposed to a man as well.
I saw that on the Instagram.
Yes, hold on. Up here it is. Because you know I have to come with receipts, sis. Receipts shall be given when they are on the Not From Concentrate podcast. Here we go. Hold on. So how do you think? So now because that she did propose to somebody else, do you think that it's more believable?
But the thing on that was nobody knows when this is. People are saying they don't know if this is an old picture.
I mean, it looks a little grainy. It does look a little grainy.
Apple iPhone. It's giving very Android.
Yeah, people are saying that they're not sure if it's like happened right now or if that was something before. So I don't know.
Yeah, she looks a little younger in the face. I might be right.
Listen, survey says, like at this point, sis, I hope you came out good in a divorce settlement.
She did.
40 million? Yeah, she
I hope you came out good in your divorce settlement.
They've been married since 09. She's coming out quite well.
At the end of the day, I'm not a fan of just how bad it makes Porsha look. Like it's gonna make like you going down real bad. Like when I tell you Kenya is going to light her up next season, I'm just watching for that. Because they're
the only one who's been consistent this whole situation. Because apparently Nene done switched up. Was like, congratulations, P.
Well,
wait.
Nene didn't know what the situation was because Nene didn't watch the prior season.
Right.
Well, that's what Nene says, though.
No, Nene's not on the show. Why would she watch it if it's not beneficial to her?
And she mad at them. She didn't watch that.
Right. She's currently in the process of trying to sue Bravo. So she's not watching anything that has to do with that. She has nothing.
These are only people who watch the show. Because I'm like, well, people said, but nope, y'all know the tea. I know that's.
No. And my thing is just if I don't care if I just met you, and I met you, and I know that you was with somebody when I met you. I met you when you and your husband at the time that I met you. I'm always going to associate your husband with you. Now, if it's regular you and not $40 million you, $40 million, I'll be like, man, fuck that bitch. Let's do this. Let's hit the JP, sign this prenup. I want half, and we're gonna go on about our rich ass business and fuck with everybody.
We going. What a money resign. What a money resign. What a money resign. What a money resign.
That's me all day. Okay? Run me my money. Run me them stacks. Buy me them houses. Buy me these stock options. We gonna be rich, bitch. Give me about 10 million. Let me flip it to 50. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. You're gonna be a fucked up person in the press for like a good 6 months. Hold on for it. Just hold on. And yeah.
So for me, I'm gonna say this. Couple things. Number one, from a moral standpoint, it don't look good. We know that. That goes without saying. From a moral standpoint, this looks horrible, right? You was in this woman's house. You done ate her snacks. You didn't drink her drinks. You just shook your ass around her husband. She thought she was safe with you. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't look good morally, right? It also doesn't look good for optics because of what we saw on the show. And again, we don't know the background. We don't know if y'all real friends, if y'all castmates. We don't know the tea. So it doesn't look good. However, $40 million is a lot of money. And, I could fall in love in 30 days for $40 million. And I could secure my bag with $40 million. And I would like my center peach because I know I'm going to be the highest paid. And I know that I have a storyline for the next season, so I'm going to keep being employed. And we just went through 2020 where my money was a little funny and my bed sheets, they're not so soft.
Are you reading right now?
So good. And so I just feel like maybe.
Take your time, Pastor.
Maybe. And look, and I'm going to land this plane, but I'm just feeling like maybe she's on to something. And we just aren't. And you know what? I'm gonna say this too. Rich people deal with rich people. Rich people know rich people. I personally, right now, I'm not gonna say never because God is a provider, but right now, I'm a $40 million bracket, so I don't know what that feels like. But I tend to feel like somebody in a $40 million bracket and somebody else who's in some sort of $1 million bracket, they got different problems than I do.
Right. Listen, listen. I say this.
Word, Ariana. Word.
You know what I'm saying? Porsha exists in a world where she on her own is well worth over $1 million. You know, she's a millionaire in her own right. So what's she gonna date my ass for?
Right.
What's she gonna marry Bolo for?
Right.
Use these.
Well, Bolo probably get the bag. Maybe not $1 million, but Bolo probably get the bag.
No, because let me tell you something. If I were to date a stripper, you slinging dick, that's dick slinging. That ceases the moment it's official. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's mine. That becomes mine. That ain't for display for the world and the social medias. I will hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't got nothing to fall back on, like Bolo's not a millionaire shaking dick around. He's not an actual porn star. So let's just, you know. So I look at Eve. Eve is a made woman before her husband. But when she met her husband, she did the math. The math was mathing. Okay?
Yeah, man. She came up.
Her husband is worth well over $100 million. You understand what I'm saying?
Serena too. Serena got the bag before her husband. And then her Alexis came along and she said, "Oh, wait, what? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir."
Eve took a page out of my good sis Lisa Ray's book.
Sure did.
She said, because if I'm going to get me one, if I'm a bag and tag one, he going to be legit, too legit to quit. And Eve looks happy and I ain't mad at her.
And that man worships her. He loves
The crazy thing is, you know who she was with before him?
Who?
A whole African politician.
Oh, Eve didn't. Wait a minute.
Worth like billions. Worth billions. In the same group that Simon's in. Worth billions.
And see, that's that thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, people like that, they know each other. So their level of problems is different. Like, I'm going to keep it real with you. And this could be totally horrible to say, but I'm going to keep it real. Bitches like Fallon ain't worried about what the fuck's going on because she married that nigga for cash. So that's all it ever was. Simon is not a looker. Simon is not a looker, and he doesn't. And African men are not touchy-feely and emotional. So there's no way that you married him because you was so in love. Like Porsha's bullshit right now too with this "we're so in love." That's not how they are. So what I'm saying to you is, Fallon is not worried. We are worried. The common person is worried. The common person is commenting and doing all this fuck shit. Fallon is not worried. Simon is not worried. Dennis is not worried. Porsha is not worried. They're not worried because they don't deal with them type of problem. When you got that kind of money.
Oh, she is preaching. I do believe.
I don't give a fuck. Could buy and sell me 8 million times over. Okay.
I'd be like, go on, girl, get you some.
Oh, she worried about Benjamin, Hamilton, Franklin, Washington, soon to be Tubman if they'd stop playing. That's what she worried about.
Listen,
and that's about it.
It comes down to checking and savings. That's it.
Okay, that's about it.
Roth IRA. I know that's right.
That's the thing that I really want people to catch more so than anything. It's fun to talk tea or whatever, right? But they are not more worried than no man in the moon because they got so much money they wipe their asses with $100 bills. So with all this shit, all these people having rooms on Clubhouse, all these bloggers, you wish you could get a $40 million nigga. You wish.
You wish you can get a $40,000 nigga at this point. Because be very clear, this bitch is out here fighting over
oh my gosh.
Because what was it last year? What was it last year? $40 hoeing. Okay?
Right.
So $40 million and $40, there's a lot of zeros missing.
Be very clear.
Them PPP loans starting to dry up. Them like PPP loans, people starting to have to pay back.
PPP loans gonna have people in jail for 40 years. Okay.
When I tell you, I look back and I seen all this PP, that loan shit going on. I'm looking at people like, you going to jail? You going?
Because you just had the flaw. I'm like, I know damn well you don't have a job, let alone a business,
jail, right?
Huh?
The boy from Pretty Ricky's going to jail.
Oh, he's fighting for his life. He ain't gonna be fighting for. He gonna be fighting for. He hitting us spectacular. Spectacular's like, I told you not to do that. I specifically told you not to do that. I specifically said, do not do this.
What do you do? Precious, you're a dummy, bitch.
I'm
You
like,
got no business taking out no money for a business you don't have.
Well,
and then not only taking out money, y'all are getting a lot of money because I bet they knew you didn't have the money to start. I don't believe the government's no dummy. And people who legit needed that to have their employees float, to have money for business, they're getting $5,000, $6,000, $7,000.
or how about they sending us rejection letters? Because y'all know I got a whole ass business, and I got a
you
rejection letter. Okay,
goofy Negroes are getting $10,000, $100,000, $20,000, $40,000
and going to DR and getting their bodies done.
But wait, what's crazy is the government that released the whole ass list, so we know who y'all niggas are. Don't think we don't know.
And that's on who? Man had a little lamb. Okay.
They released the list.
Going to jail. Your ass is going to jail.
They have a whole ass list out. It's state to state. So if you got a PPP loan, the rest of us business owners have access to the list. We know who you are. We know who got the money.
The government
It's
petty.
on my timeline. I know y'all got the money.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's why you flossing. And that's because at the end of the day, we was cash positive last year. I ain't really need that money. It is what it is. But for those who weren't, for some of the people who I know who for real needed that money, it's fucked up. They couldn't get it because it was dried up because people was lying.
Yep.
That's fucked up.
That is.
But you know what though? What I do like seeing is not just black people going to jail, white people going to jail too. Because
yeah.
When it comes to the green, the other colors are unseen.
Right.
Spanish jail, black jail, white jail, Arab jail, Asian jail. Y'all all going to jail.
The funny thing about the whole thing is, right, like my thing is, so y'all really thought that the government was going to stay asleep? Because let's keep it real. They was asleep for a while. They was inundated with all this economic disaster relief and unemployment and all this. So they was asleep for a while. But y'all really thought Sam was going to stay asleep?
They were hounding me over $2,500 for taxes. I said, let me pay these people before they get on my nerves. From 2016, I forgot I even owed the government $2,500. And they were like, sis, run it back. I said, fine. I can give you $2,500, but still.
Like Sam is really not playing with y'all. So the fact that they really thought that they was going to turn in some government paperwork and nothing was gonna happen. That's what kills me. Like, nigga, your social is on here. Nigga, like they coming for you.
Or what? See, this is
also they have people filling out this paperwork for them so they can get more money. And now you can't even account for half the stuff that was said because you don't know what was said.
Well, here's the problem. Let me just give this to y'all real quick. Like, as a legitimate business owner and accountant by trade, right? If you don't have a proper profit and loss balance sheet and customer balance detail to prove what your income is and what your loss is at the end of the year, you're not even a real business, period, in this country. So for you to think that you're going to get away with this and you can't prove not chick nor child, baby, you are spending your time in the Little Kim jail, the one downtown in Philly. That's where you're headed, the federal place, okay? That's where you're going. So I hope you got some money set aside for your books, because that's where you're going.
I'll send you about
that PPP.
Get you some oodles and noodles or something.
That PPP ain't it.
And then your blood pressure going to shoot through the roof because that's a lot of salt.
Listen,
getting jail time and hypertension. Well, I'm the silent killer.
I'm trying to tell you, none of this shit is good. None of it is good. And you know what? This is what happens when you mix ignorance with time. We ain't had nothing but time for a whole ass year and a bunch of ignorant ass people. And that is race agnostic.
That
is race agnostic.
Also ignorance with disparity.
Not even that.
People may not have done this had they not been desperate.
My grandmama always said, school is free and niggas is still dumb. What the fuck? School is definitely free. Niggas is still dumb.
It's the truth. It's the truth. I'm telling you.
Knowledge is free. Maybe back in the day, but literally YouTube, you could learn so much just typing in what will cause me to go to jail legally with money.
If you can learn how to build a bomb on the internet, you should learn how to be able to not try to finesse the government, because in every verse, book, and chapter, the government always wins. You not about to play with Uncle Sam's money. Uncle Sam gonna get his. At the end of the day, what do they say? There are two things that are certain in life:
death and the IRS.
I'm literally sending y'all the funniest reel I have ever seen on this very.
Is this the one with the girl talking about you going to jail?
Nope.
Because that one had me hollering.
Because this right here, this one is it. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen.
I'm gonna pull it up on here so we can watch. Text it to me so I can pull it up on here.
Listen, when I tell you I hollered.
This one now, it looks like I have to send it to you through Instagram.
Oh, okay. Then I can pull it up still. I can still pull it up.
I sent it to both your Instagrams because this is the funniest one I'd ever seen, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold it. I almost peed myself listening to this.
Oof, ghetto.
This one was funny.
The ghetto. Like
out here in these streets. These girls is going to jail.
All right, hold on. I'm about to pull it up. Give me a second.
Listen.
All right, here we go. We're about to watch it. We'll have to have a good kiki together.
Will y'all see this one?
Okay, here we go.
Getting back. Now that whole helper knew I didn't have no business. I'm always in other people's business.
Well, okay, Miss Pearl May. Do you know where we?
1725. Get her ass straight.
Thanks for the information.
All right now.
You gotta get it from the beginning.
Yeah, we're ready for it to run back.
Hello, I'm with the feds. I was calling concern of your PPP.
Jennifer did it.
Excuse me, Jennifer?
Yeah, her name is Jennifer did it.
So Jennifer did your PPP?
Not only did she do it, she made me give her 6,000 of the money I was getting back. Now that whole helper knew I didn't have no business. I'm always in other people's business.
Well, okay, Miss Pearl May. Do you know where we?
1725. Get her ass straight.
Thanks for the information.
Wow, people are gonna be flipping.
Me, I'm telling you.
Hello, I'm with the feds. I was calling concern of your PPP.
Funny.
Listen, I don't partake in trying to defraud the government.
Neither do I, because you'll never win.
Never. Because I'm just not.
It's a whole mess out here in these streets, y'all. And a lot of people gonna start disappearing in about 6 months.
I'm just saying, if you legit needed it and needed to do it, then by all means, but here's the thing: some people who can't pay it back, they have, like you said, they have legit paperwork, they have legit documentation explaining what they use the money for, what they're, they have things to say, hey, I can't pay the loan back because X, Y, and Z. You, on the other hand, are flossing on the gram, buying stuff. We were literally not able to go anywhere. I haven't bought new clothes in almost a year because I couldn't go anywhere. Yet here you are buying stuff for what?
Honey, it's more Telfar.
We could not leave the house.
It's more Telfar bags and Balenciaga sneakers.
Oh, Telfar, when they did that little what was it called? The secure your bag thing they do. Man, I know he said he ran up over almost $3 million in 2 days.
I'm gonna tell you something. I have a Telfar because I wanted to support. I got the miniature one.
I'm gonna get me one. I didn't feel like paying for it.
Listen to what I'm about to tell you, y'all.
Oh Lord. Am I about to save my money?
It's very much giving Target.
Oh, it wasn't giving what supposed to have gave.
It's not real leather. You're spending that much money on something that's not real leather.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I bought the small one because, I was like, oh, I'm just I just want to support. It's this big.
Oh yeah, they said the minis are minis. The mediums are real mediums, and the larges are like Adidas gym bags. Wait, no, it's not real leather.
No,
I'm not gonna say it's not real leather. I'm gonna just say it don't have no leather smell. It don't feel like leather, and it's very.
Oh, the leather smell is the whole point of leather.
It's
that
very much giving.
Away.
It's very much giving.
Down dirty chain. You feel it. You feel the touch of this leather. You can just tell this animal died of natural causes. That's pretty much what it's giving.
Bro, I like a good. That's how you. That's.
But I support it because I support all Black businesses.
Oh yeah, I'm probably still gonna get one. I'll get a mini,
but
I'm gonna get the medium like I was. Ooh.
But I was kind of disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I was.
Do you see my face?
My phone can't fit in it.
Can we just talk
about?
Oh
no, then I'll get
Black
the medium.
And that I'm really tired of.
I was gonna get a do-rag from them because the $90. I said you've lost your mind.
I am tired.
You've lost your mind.
Saying that we need to support Black businesses that aren't up to snuff. I'm not.
There was actually Armin. I'm glad you said that.
I'm really at the point of my life where I shouldn't be obligated to support you because you are Black. Because if you are Black and your business is filled and up to the brim with fuck shit, I'm not going to do it.
No, Black equality, always. There was a post, and I hope I can find it because I posted it a while ago. It was a picture I saw, and it said, "Why are we still supporting Asian, nail salons?" And she gave a whole list as to why she still supports. You can come in without an appointment. When you get there, they don't push you back an hour or two. They still treat you with some kind of decorum. They may speak about you, what you don't know, but to your face, they will treat you treat you with respect. They always have the colors that you need. They always have, and she just gave a list, like basically they do good business. Right. Just because you're Black, I hold you to a higher standard. So if you can't do the minimum of quality business, Black or not, I'm not going to support you.
Be very clear about something here. I'm very pro-Black. Listen, Black people, get out here, start your business, do what you got to do. But let's make sure it's on the up and up and don't rely on people to support you simply because you're Black. Because that is a surefire way to have me never give you will see not nan dime of my money.
You'll give me one time just to see. And if it's not what I think it's supposed to be.
Right. If it's not giving what it's supposed to give, you're not getting none of my coins.
And don't think that criticism is us trying to berate you. Yelp is a thing for a reason. If I'm coming to you as like, hey, I like this experience, but it's not for me to try to degrade because you're not perfect.
No, because on top of that, you're always, as someone who has a business
that feedback,
people, you were supposed to, what's the word I'm looking for? Evolve every day. Mm-hmm. You are always looking at ways how to better your business and better the product that you're trying to push onto the people. Look at Brian Roberts. Look at, everybody that has a business that started very small and is now big. Brian Roberts' business is probably one or two as far as media conglomerates in the world, not the country, the world. You understand what I'm saying? And granted, the customer service may be a bit whack, but the product is popping.
But they're getting back. And that says a lot about the product because the customer service for, I say, all of the 90s and early 2000s, nobody liked calling that business. Mm-hmm. And low key, people are still feeling the residual effects of it, but they're actually trying to get better because you can't sustain, no matter how far your product is. Pretty soon, other competitors come along.
Is crazy.
Other competitors come along, and they come better at people will take a cheaper, lesser quality if they feel like their money or their experience is better, and they're starting to learn that.
But that's literally why in my business we don't teach originality. There's 100 million people who do what you do. Mm-hmm. It's about authenticity and service. How are you serving the people? It's not about originality. That shit is so whack. Like, you're selling shoes. Baby girl, it's 100 million shoe companies. Like, it's not that serious. But how are you serving your people? What's the experience that they get when they're working with you, right? Like, I'm, for one, like, I love a shop that's easy to go through, right? If it's plus size, I don't like that inclusive shit. Give me a plus size tab. I want to know where to go. I want to get my size and I want to be out.
Yes,
I don't want to have to go through the racks and do all that, right? Like, stuff like that. That stuff matters. What's the service I'm getting with you? Like, I'm going to keep it real. The reason why Nordstrom gets all my coins is because I have a personal assistant there. Lauren says, Keisha, this isn't in your size. I know this is a brand that you like. Baby girl sends me a style board. Do you want any of this stuff? Yes, I do. I don't have to shop around the store. I can go to the door. She brings me my bags and I leave. That's why they get my money.
Same thing with Gucci. Same thing with Louis Vuitton. These people want you to spend their money. So what, they're going to give you the A treatment status. And now, as a small business, I know you can't do that for everybody. And I don't think people expect you to, but you can still give that type of personality, that type of experience.
I don't believe that. And I'm going to tell you, I don't believe that as a small business. I'm going to tell you something. In my business, if you are trying to work with a coach, 9 times out of 10, they're going to send you to a sales page. And on that sales page, there's going to be a buy button. And what you're going to do is put in your credit card number and you're going to sign up. If you want to engage with me on any of my platforms, every single button takes you to my calendar to have a personal one-to-one meeting with me. There is no buy button anywhere in anything that I do, because what you need to know is me and I need to know you, because just like you're interviewing me, I'm interviewing you. And if you're going to be a part of the Life Coach Keish community, I need to know that our morals, values, and beliefs align. I don't care how small or how big. You can make time to work with your people.
Let me tell you something.
Anybody about that?
I know that's right.
I'm a firm believer in, you know, I know people who have their clothing lines. I know people who have their businesses and their side hustles. And, you know, one of my very good friends, Candace Ray, who I promote every time in my Instagram stories and, you know, my posts, my best friend works her ass off and she does quality. She's an esthetician, does skincare, makeup artist. Follow her at Candace Ray on all platforms. But, you know, I will support her. I'm not the facialist. I don't get my makeup done. But the best I can do, if that means I got to share, I got to buy tickets for an event that I'm not going to be at, guess who does?
Oh, yeah, there's been many tickets I bought.
You know what I'm saying? I purchased tickets to events that I have not been at because I know my purchase of a ticket is putting some money in your pocket because you have a good product and you are doing well.
And friends buy people's stuff. I am tired of hearing people, well, if I'm your friend, I get a hookup. No, if you're my friend,
if you're my friend, you're going to buy it.
Because you know what that means. That's why I'm like, there's certain people that when you there's like a certain level of understanding that I think people, if you're under that level of understanding, these conversations go a lot different than if you're over that level of understanding. And I can all tell we are over that level of understanding.
No, because at the end of the day, I have to eat. I have to clothe myself. I have to pay for this wonderful apartment. I have to live. I can't live giving you everything. Someone who owns a business cannot live off of handouts.
Because you can't live giving me everything.
Right. Like, it's one thing if, you know.
What I'm going to give my landlord. Oh, they said, this is the hookup. I'm going to give you the hookup I gave them. Nigga, you don't care.
I wish the fuck. Do you see these exposed beams in this fucking place?
Do you see these exposed?
Okay, they want their coin no later than the 5th, preferably on the 1st. If you try to pay on the 6th, guess what they're going to do? Charge your ass a late fee and then hit your credit. Guess who's not? And
guess what they're going to do the next day? Charge you another late fee.
Okay.
The next day, charge you another late fee until it's a week. And then what you going to do?
Get the fuck out.
Premises. Please vacate the premises.
Man, won't be doing it. So again, this is why I tell people all the time: if you're an entrepreneur, if you have things to do, let's make sure it is of quality. Because at the end of the day, you have a house to pay for.
You have people who, because of what you're doing, you don't know who you're setting the foundation for either. You giving a positive experience could give somebody else. Well, you know what? I had such a positive experience with Life Coach Keish. Let me go to Armin and see what he's talking about because she recommended him. So I know if she gave me this experience,
and
let me go to them.
You know, I work in social media engagement for a living. That's what I do. And all it takes is one bad review and a retweet or a repost, and you're fucked. You will work 100 times as harder just to overcome that one bad review that got retweeted, that got posted on the Shade Room, that got posted on, you know, a Facebook group. They will post that quicker than they will say, I had the best experience with Life Coach Keish. It was the best.
And this is for small businesses. Big businesses, literally, they can take a couple of bad reviews because sometimes people just had a bad day and want to take it out. McDonald's, I'm pretty sure, gets horrible reviews all the time, but you know what? They have the basis to back it up.
Right.
You being a small business, you don't have that. You need to bring your piece.
You can't come up in here acting like, you know, you Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates out this bitch, because you're not.
Or Simon, whatever his last name is.
Right. Listen, you get one time to make a first impression.
One. Maybe two if you're that lucky. You get a first impression, that's it. I got my job based on the first impression. Okay?
That's how it works. One time.
You get one interview. That's it.
one time. And I'm telling you, I don't care if you're big, small, whatever, that has to be your priority. The impression that you are making has to be your priority. Nothing else. Nothing else. If you want people to work with you and spend money with you on a consistent basis, you have to. I'm going to tell y'all right now, my number one metric that I'm the most proud of is the fact that I have 100% repeat business. Anybody who has me in one way has engaged with me in another. Every single one. Because of the experience. I just this week alone, 2 of my clients have sent me gifts. Why y'all gifting me? Y'all pay me, but they gift me because of what they get. Like that stuff means more than anything. To know that you're really making a difference for somebody. So
you can't buy that.
Exactly. You can't buy it, right? You can't buy it. And for as crazy as I am, it means something. So I don't care how big, how small. You right, Armin. Show up. Be of quality. Be a quality person.
Right.
Okay.
That's the thing. Put your ego out the door. I don't care if you think you're the best at what the fuck you do. You out here grinding with the rest of them, and they're whooping your ass because they put their ego on the back burner and got to this fucking work.
Exactly. You don't gotta be the best.
You know what I'm saying? I like in my job, I can say I'm the best engagement analyst that there is, and can't nobody touch me. But guess what I do every day? I clock in and clock out like everybody else I work with. I just make sure that my work is quality work. That's it. I mean, that's why I've been here. That's why I keep getting promoted. That's why I keep getting referred to specialty teams and all this other stuff, because I work very hard. And Chris, you see me work.
Yes.
You know, when we worked together, I was in that bitch ready to blow it up every fucking day. I woke up choosing violence.
Meanwhile, they pay the bills right now. So I work enough to keep my job. Let's just say that. But that's for the man. When I do my personal work, y'all see I'm on my P's and Q's. Amen.
Amen.
Back to Porsha as we wrap this up.
Because we done went all over the place. They done told us we was live and we just hit the stage.
Okay, listen.
It did. I was like, how did we get here from? I was like, what were we talking about to begin with?
We done gave you a whole ass show.
Okay.
I have a question. So what currently, or if any, are the reality shows that you'll watch? Because really the only reality show that I watch is Love After Lockup. I've been tuned in since the beginning, and that is my I love it. That is my show.
I love it too. So I love Love After Lockup.
Talk about that show.
I also love that whole franchise. Like it's just
yes.
I'm also very much I'm a 90 Day Fiance fanatic. I love everything they do. So I'm watching The Single Life. I very much am here for the girls. I love Ballroom. I love Pose. And so Legendary on HBO Max.
Well, I'm
tuned in.
Is that reality TV?
So,
yes, it's reality.
I don't watch that.
So you know Jason Bowman?
Yeah.
Who's on House of Prodigy?
Yes.
We follow each other on Instagram. Like we talk all the time.
So I love Legendary. So I'm watching Legendary right now. What else am I watching? Reality.
Married at First Sight.
And this season did me dirty. Like I didn't like it, but I
don't watch it, but I watch the reviews of it, and I already know. I don't watch,
but this season did me dirty. The last reality show that I'm watching heavy right now, and y'all gonna think I'm crazy, is Seeking Sister Wife. That shit is crazy. It's crazy.
I don't watch anything on TLC. I don't watch anything on Discovery. Like I watch mostly the Black reality shows. So Married to Medicine, Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of Potomac. If there is a Black person on a white network, I'm watching, except for The Bachelor. Like I heard about him. I don't watch anything on 3, 6, and 10.
Me
like
either.
on the regular, I don't do. If it's cable, I may give it a little looky-loo. But you know, like I stopped with the VH1 shows. I haven't watched anything on VH1.
Yeah, they become outlandish.
The Couples Retreat with Yandy and Medicine Man, and that got on my nerves.
I didn't watch that. It was not good.
First of all, this motherfucker had the black ashy ass audacity to come on fucking television and say if it was Yandy that got locked up instead of him, he wouldn't have stayed. And then had the audacity to look in her face and act like, oh, you were supposed to stay in the first place? You ever seen that video of that Jamaican woman kick that man in the chest? That's what I was waiting for you. I was waiting for her to kick the living bullshit.
She was like,
and she looked at him with them little eyes, like, okay, like, smack him. What's wrong with you? Mind you, she's pretty much carrying this grown ass ain't shit, don't have no business ass, hood rat ass nigga with 50 million kids, babies, moms, and everything else. Then embarrassed you on national television. Like, that's why I stopped watching Love and Hip Hop, because, bitch, what? Like, huh? That man went away for 6 years. You grinded, put money in his pocket. He sent money to his baby's moms, took care of his fucking kids, was damn near fighting both his baby moms on fucking national television, and he was like, nobody told her to stay. Run that by me again.
This woman has your children.
That's horrible.
Got pepper sprayed on the goddamn prison steps.
Literally.
For your ass.
Niggas ain't shit.
Girl,
I will say the last show I'm watching too is on Netflix, but it's over now. The Circle. I love The Circle.
You know what I watched on Netflix? That I hope
yes.
the second season? Styling Hollywood.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
With Adair and
I love it.
What's the hell the stylist name? But it is so fucking good.
I love Jason and Adair.
Yes, I love them. I follow them on Instagram like for years until
me too. I like them too.
I love them to death. Like they're so cute together.
And they're having a baby.
Mm-hmm. I saw.
I like them. I like
Bling Dynasty. I watched that too.
What?
I watched a couple episodes of the Bling Dynasty.
Honey, I watched that whole season. They gave me life.
It was giving in the beginning, and I was like,
They gave me life. Them rich Asians gave me life, honey.
Well, first of all, I watched
it's funny because I thought China doesn't operate like that. Like how
Crazy Rich Asians.
Right. That was my movie.
That was a great movie. I was like this. See, if you just give people a chance to make something other than the normal, this is what they can create.
Yeah, I love that. And I will say, not reality, but my show is back, The Handmaid's Tale, and my girl June, she doing a damn thing already.
I've never watched an episode. I'm scared of it. I heard that it's like very problematic. It is
like, okay, so it is like real problematic, but it is such a captivating story. Like I
understand, but here's the thing that I'm sick of. I'm sick of seeing women struggle. I'm sick of seeing Black people struggle. I'm sick of seeing white people just do this dastardly fucked up shit to people. I'm tired of it. Like, give me another seat. Like, I feel like all this money they're putting out to make these fucking
give me the Black version of freaking well, actually they kind of have it, which is Snowfall, but that's not reality TV. I'm going to say, give me the Black
Mob Wives. Give me the Black Mob Wives.
Or that. They were coming up with something like that.
What we going to call it?
Hood
Black Wives.
Baby mamas. I shouldn't say baby mamas because then the ACLU and the NAACP be on our asses. But I need something like that. Let me
Black
see.
Wives.
Let me see, like Mob Wives.
Ooh, call it Ride or Dies.
Or something, because I need to see it. I would be too.
Or like the Black Star Wars, or the Black version of Star Trek, or something.
Well, see, here's what I will say: with the emergence of Black culture being in the forefront of American culture in the way that it is, you're starting to see more inclusivity with Black characters. I believe that the new Star Wars that is coming up, the new franchise, like the new stories, it's going to be centered around a Black person. You're seeing a lot more, like, especially with Marvel. Marvel's always really been in the forefront of putting people of color in spaces where they really weren't, because they did it in the comic books. So, like WandaVision, one of the main characters was Black.
Yeah, WandaVision was good.
I didn't finish that. Once you told me that whole crap, I never finished it.
You got to finish WandaVision, because WandaVision was good as shit.
It was good.
Captain America and the Winter Soldier, not Captain America, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Well, at the end, it said Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Right.
That was one of Marvel's best pieces of TV, I guess, to date.
So can I say something? And y'all probably gonna laugh and clown my ass, because I watch the episode with the Dora Milaje whooping that white man's ass every day. I watch it every day.
And they're not even super soldiers. He was.
When I tell you, they should have Joe Biden. They should have really let this play during election season, because like that would have done more numbers than it already did because a bunch of black women whipping a conservative white man's ass. Huh?
That was Stacey Abrams and her girls down in Georgia.
What?
Yeah.
What? Like you like they dropped they really missed the mark on that one because they should have played that during elections.
And then they said, Bucky, you trying to stop? Bloop,
Give
bloop,
me that
bloop,
arm.
bloop, bloop, bloop. He was like,
next to them. We're taking our shit back.
He didn't even know he could do that. They're like, you think we weren't playing for this, Bucky? You say you healed, but we don't know that. Bloop, 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 bloop.
We coming for everything we gave y'all. We want it all back.
And Zemo already knew what it was. He was like, I'm not even going to quit. Just
come out. Goodbye. He got out of Dodge quick, fast, and in a hurry because
even when they got him the second time, Zemo was like, I already know. He was like, lady. He turned around.
Listen, when sis from across the room threw that motherfucking spear, I said, oh, Jesus.
When she flipped that thing up, she was like, nah, I could kill you right now.
When I was in this house at 3 a.m. because that's usually when the episodes drop, screaming at the top of my lungs.
Which I don't think is fair. If it's midnight on the East Coast, I don't care what California says. Make it available here.
Standard, okay?
Stars does it. You need to do it too. West Coast be bad. Don't care. If it's 12 a.m. on the East, it needs to be available.
Well, because it's a social platform and they can't time release it. Like it doesn't matter what your location is, you're still gonna be able to get it. So I think that's kind of why they do it that way. But at the same time,
and social media, y'all know it's bingers out in these streets like me who watch it when it dropped, and we be ready to talk. Okay, we ready to talk.
Don't pick up your social media. You have to deal with it with Stars. When Stars comes out, I watch it promptly at 12:05. And if you're on the West Coast, ignore me.
What show?
Power.
Oh, child, you better.
When Power comes out, there's
12:01. My TV screen going doo doo doo. That little Stars.
They say this is a big rich town. You already know.
I didn't watch Power. I wasn't on it like that. I finished it and I liked it, but I haven't watched book 2.
It's good.
I'm sick of Tyreek ass. Fuck Tyreek.
No, it turns. I'm telling you, it turns it turns it around. He does a lot of boss moves, and you're like,
okay.
I'm
still mad that his fucked up shit got his sister killed.
Well,
spoiler alert.
Listen,
that's years. That's like 5 years old. If they don't know that by now, then I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I'm nothing into Snowfall.
Since I done got married, and now I'm not out in these streets twerking for dollars. I done became a TV whore, and I just watches it all. I just want to watch everything. It's horrible. I can't right now. I need something new to watch. Y'all got something for me? Because I'm
watch the Snyder Cut.
Who?
The Snyder Cut of Justice League.
It's 4 hours. I got 30 minutes in.
Girl, let me tell you something. I want you to.
I hear it's amazing, but it's just too long.
Let me tell you something. Watch it.
It's
4 hours. That's a quarter of the day.
Let me tell you something. I did it.
Wait.
It's good, and I'm gonna tell you this though. So I'm low key a comic book nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Like the actual comic books. So I'm with anything that is
comic book related. I remember, like you have to watch. Like, so did you watch the original Justice League?
That's 2 hours less than a quarter of the day. My bad.
So let me tell you something. If I ever see Joss Whedon in these streets, I'm gonna beat the living shit out of him. Okay?
Right, because it's so different.
It was so different and so fucking good.
So different.
So fucking good. I was like, this is why DC can never get it together. Because if they released the original cut like Zack Snyder wanted to, they would have given Marvel a run for their fucking money.
DC is always performing at a deficit to Marvel. Always, they're always at a deficit, and it's
I don't know why,
because there are some really decent heroes in DC.
Like
but Black Lightning series has been. I watched Black Lightning. I've been happy with it, but for whatever reason, it's just like you can just tell, even though it's high quality, it's just less than Marvel.
Because it's on the CW, that's why.
And it's also because the Marvel characters, like, they are the original comics. And so they've been developed and redeveloped, and they have different dimensions.
Well, not really. Because DC's characters are very much older.
Like the Flash,
right?
But
they haven't evolved the same way that the Marvel comics.
Well, here's the thing. the DC characters are very basic, and they're very GOP, and Marvel is very much the DNC. Marvel's characters have more depth, have more diversity, have better stories, better story arcs.
Aquaman killed a man. Nobody in Marvel has ever physically taken a life.
Yes, they have.
Who killed somebody in the Marvel
Wolverine.
universe?
Multiple times.
Multiple times.
Okay, if you want to conclude the X-Men, I always thought we were.
See, okay, so I'm gonna tell you this about Marvel though. The thing that bothers me is like we talk about like Black excellence. We're not tapping into some of the greatest Black stories ever in comics. Like for instance,
here's why. They haven't tapped into Storm and Black Panther because at the time when Black Panther came out, X-Men was not physically owned by Marvel that they can make a movie.
Right, they were still
with Sony for a minute. That's when you got the X-Men show. Yeah, Fox.
See, here's the thing. At one point in time in the 90s, Marvel was almost bankrupt. Mm-hmm. So they sold a lot of their properties. They sold Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four.
That's why Spider-Man has had so many dumbass movies before getting good. That's why that first Fantastic Four was shit.
I mean, it's like, I'm like, I could do this on Windows Paint. What is this?
Okay, it was very Windows 95. It was very Windows 95.
Windows Vista. That's what it was.
It just wasn't it. But you know, Marvel still has had better stories. Still always had better stories.
And
like
Marvel have emotion.
Right.
And they're directed that way. Like the direction and the production and the storyline of Marvel has always trumped DC.
Like all DC movies ever really had was decent Batman movies.
Well, and I'll
Dark
say
Knight Rises was the shit.
DC has fun villains.
Yeah. Like I've always liked the Joker. I liked Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
I will say I like Suicide Squad. I liked Man of Steel.
I do too.
Man of Steel was a very good Superman movie.
The new one comes out the end of this month, right? Or June.
I think
the new what?
The new Suicide Squad.
Yeah, June. It comes on HBO Max.
June.
And you know what else I like? And y'all are probably gonna clown me for it. I like the Fast and the Furious franchise. I just like that it's just so ridiculous. And I like it. I like that it's so ridiculous that none of this stuff makes sense, but it's just fast cars and guns. I like it. I do. I'm excited.
So I'll say this. I watch it a lot because my husband is very much a car man. So anything that a car is in, like even down to cars, Disney cars, like we need to watch it.
That was a good show.
Good.
Never miss.
But I will say my problem with the Fast and Furious is I think they let it go too long.
Right.
Paul Walker wanted 10. They're going to do 10 in his legacy. But I like it.
Need to wrap that up.
Fun. Like this one coming out, they're going to the moon, like low key, I think. Well, they're in a spaceship. That's totally not realistic, but it's just fun to watch. But man, I like it. Y'all tripping.
Did you like Tokyo Drift too?
That was one with Bow Wow, right? Yes, I did. No. Okay, maybe not like, but
you know what I would like to see? I would like to see like a throwback to the 70s where we had like black action stars. There
like
are
Foxy
no black
Brown.
like Foxy Brown and
right. Like there is no.
You don't remember Beyonce and Austin Powers?
No, I'm talking about like there has been no Pam Grier-esque person since Pam Grier.
Taraji P. Henson. Somebody do it. Taraji?
No.
She needs to be that type of person.
No.
Yes.
She needs to sit.
I was not here for what she just did.
Proud Mary was trash.
Proud Mary.
Yeah.
That movie was trash. It was. It gave very Tyler Perry rushed.
Brisha Webb would be good at something like that. Speaking of Tyler Perry.
Brisha Webb. She's getting ready to do a series on.
Yeah, it comes out, I think, at the end of this. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. I like Brisha Webb.
I like Brisha Webb.
I just feel like there has been no like female action star. Like Halle Berry would have been a great female action star, but
she's just going up to the end of her time, man. She really doesn't care about acting as she used to.
But she did good in Catwoman.
Like Catwoman was decent.
It wasn't horrible. It was okay.
I watched Catwoman before I watched Wonder Woman 1984.
Now that how do you fall so far from grace? I had my dad did not want to watch that show. I said, no, Daddy, we're going to watch it because it's on Christmas Day. And Wonder Woman 1 was amazing. I was like, I'm embarrassed.
I looked at I said, the fuck is this shit?
First off, he's making reference to everything. I'm like, this isn't about you personally, but we know it's the 80s. How do you fall so far from grace? Do you know Wonder Woman was amazing? That was an amazing movie. Like Wonder Woman.
Let me tell you something. They talk about making the third one. Let me tell you something. If this bitch ain't flying for real, and whipping ass the way she was in Justice, you have to watch the Snyder Cut. Because
I hear you.
When I tell you Wonder Woman and Cyborg were the best parts of that fucking movie.
Now, I do hear they fleshed out the Cyborg story. Because in the original Justice League, here's Cyborg, he died, came back, now let's fight. Like, whoa. You just introduced a new character, and there's no story arc to him.
You have to watch, like, when I tell you have to watch it, like, everyone's story arc, this is why it's 4 hours long. It was supposed to be originally 2 movies. They put the 2 movies together and stretched it out for streaming. But, like, the Wonder Woman story arc, you see more of the Amazons. Like, you remember, like, if you saw the original Justice League when they were fighting with Steppenwolf, longer. Just, like, I was like,
it made the story make sense for people. Like, honestly, I feel like the Snyder Cut made it make sense for people who are not comic book fans. If you're a comic book fan, you could deal with the original because you know enough from the actual comic book. But in the Snyder Cut, I feel like that was for anybody. Like, I don't care if you ain't never picked up a comic book a day in your life. You was going to understand exactly who these characters were, what they were trying to accomplish, why they all came together. Like, it was there.
Yeah, it was very good. Like, I feel like they could even make a whole movie about the Amazons without Wonder Woman in it.
I think they are. I think that's in the works.
They should, because when I tell you, I was like, bitch, this wasn't it. Oh, you can tell this wasn't in the original. Because the original, it was like, they made them like they wasn't shit. And they were the shit in that movie. Superman's story arc was a little stretched out. It was very good. Aquaman's was very, very good. I like that.
They did Aquaman. DC did, that was good. Aquaman. That's why
I was fine as fuck. Like, he can do anything.
He was stood there with a Triton the whole movie. I would have been in. I would have stood there. Just splash water on him every now and then to let us know he's still Aquaman.
Mercy.
That man is fine. I realized he was in the Johnson Family Vacation too. I was like, fine ass. He was like, and it's over there.
He was in Game of Thrones. That's all I remember.
I never watched Game of Thrones. I'm not into that type of.
I never did either. And I feel like, I'm gonna tell you something. I told my husband, I said, we need to watch Game of Thrones. And we have tried to start it like 4 times.
I tried it. It just never worked.
The best time to watch the Game of Thrones is in the wintertime when it's snowing and you don't want to go outside and you have to force yourself to get past episode 4. Once you get past episode 4 and you start to recognize more characters, what's going on, next thing you know, you blink and you on season 4.
Yeah, right. I can't get past it. It was some bullshit. I don't get this.
You have to watch it because when I tell you, you have you watch it because you want to see who's going to die.
And I heard there was incest. I was like, come on, man.
But it's not like you're not rooting for incest. You just see okay, this is what they did back in the day. Well, first of all, you want to talk about incest. Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth are cousins. Okay.
True, but at least they have some. This was talking about brother and sister.
Well, yeah, but you have to watch it though.
I'm gonna give it another try because you know what? I felt the same way about Lovecraft Country. I fell asleep on Lovecraft like 5 times in the beginning, but then I finally got through it. But I fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie. I started that about 5 times and I kept falling asleep. I'm like, I ain't got time for this. What's going on? And then once I got through the first 2 episodes, I was like,
honey, first of all, what pissed me off about the Emmys is that Journey Smollett Bell was not nominated for an Emmy based off of that show. Because when I tell you Mama was acting on that fucking show, Mama was acting on fucking Lovecraft Country. I was like, and then Jonathan Majors is fine as fuck. That big, muscle-bounded, wide-nosed, deep-voiced man.
I hate you so
much. I would listen to that man read the phone book. Do you hear me?
It took me about 5 tries, but once I got through it, I was like, oh, this is good.
The Red Wedding. I saw that episode. I said never again. That's the one episode I watched in full.
So you didn't watch Lovecraft either?
She didn't watch Lovecraft.
I don't like that kind of sci-fi type stuff.
Me either. I don't like sci-fi.
See, I don't like sci-fi, but I like seeing black people in sci-fi because at the end of the day,
black, white, don't make a difference. I'm not.
No, I see it. I never liked sci-fi as a kid because as a kid, we really didn't see black people in those spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the beginning, I knew Darth Vader was James Earl Jones, but when you look at the show, at the whole series of Star Wars, the only person
he very much gives you white man.
Right. And the only other person of non-color you see is fucking Billy D. Williams. That's it. You mean to tell me all this universe ain't no niggers? You got a fucking walking, but ain't no black people in space? Excuse me?
Well, see, Star Wars was another one that took me a long time to get through.
Not me. I loved it. I love Star Wars.
But once I got, so for me, it was because I was adamant about watching it in order.
Mm-hmm.
And so 6, 7, 8 was tough because it's so much older and like I had to get myself together for that. So once I got through 6, 7, 8 and circled back to 1, 2, 3, I was like, okay, I'm in it now. But
have you watched The Mandalorian?
No,
I've got the first season. I haven't started the second season.
Was it good?
Like I said, I don't like that type of stuff, so I'm watching it just because everybody's talking about it. But I'm
it like picks up from like if you watch the cartoons, some of the stories from the cartoons are entwined in the Mandalorian show.
Okay.
Rosario Dawson is in the most recent season, and she plays a Jedi.
Okay.
One of the like baddest Jedi ever.
Jedi.
And she's getting her own show on Disney Plus based off of her, The Mandalorian. I'm bereft. I can't wait.
So all right, I'm gonna give it a try because I haven't. Because like I said, Star Wars for me was tough in the beginning, but I finally got through it.
Right.
Now, so I'll watch it. I'll give it
a try. Return of the Jedi?
Yes.
All right, so the show The Mandalorian takes place after Return of the Jedi, in that chunk of time, in between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens.
Oh, okay. All right,
so
got it.
You'll pretty much be able to pick up things, and it references things. And on the very last episode of the most recent season, like it was so good.
I'm thinking.
All right, I'll watch it.
But you know what else I was late to? And I watched like within a weekend, P-Valley. I was late to
down in the valley with it.
Now I'm like, where is season 2, bruh? That was a good show.
Uncle Clifford.
Okay,
Uncle Clifford was on the last episode of Legendary.
Was he?
He was judging on the last episode of Legendary. Yep.
That's a good, and people may not watch, judge it because of the content, but like if you
let me go on record saying P-Valley
is a great show,
heart and soul. That I cannot wait for the second season because I feel like P-Valley is the essence.
Mercedes Brandy, that's my soul. I just want to say that. Okay, we can continue.
It's the essence of the strip club because I feel like we always look at these women like, oh, you just doing this because you ain't got you ain't smart. It's nothing else you can do. These women are hustlers, business owners. These are the people, honestly, who I like to service. I love servicing a person who's like, I'm my business. Cool, bitch. Let me show you how to get this money, this Uncle Sam kind. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Mercedes made her. People came from far and wide
to see
Sadie's. And that was not where she wanted to stop. Most of these people in this club don't want to stop here.
No, and to be honest, you got to look at stripping as it's a job. Like, you don't want to be in this job forever. You definitely see.
You can't. Physically, you can't do it forever.
Right. And on top of that, you always want to go to the next level. It's like,
I'll tell you one thing.
Position for more than 5 years and ask them, why are you still here?
I'll tell you one thing. If Mercedes let that white man put his hands on her one more time, I'm going to crack my screen. You let a white man hit you this many times? Fake Drake.
Mercedes or Mississippi?
Not Mercedes, Mississippi.
Yeah.
So my thing is this with people in the strip club. I look at stripping as entertainment.
Right.
They're in the entertainment industry, right? And they are creating an illusion for people that people like for however long they're on set, and then they get down and they leave. And as far as I'm concerned,
we're acrobatists. If you acrobatists,
if you do what you need to do on that stage in your 7-minute set, you gonna walk away with more money than somebody who just worked a 40-hour week.
Be very
period. And I don't want to hear nothing about it. So as far as I'm concerned, the rest of the people is hustling backwards and you hustling forward. You doing what you got to do.
Listen, I say that about
have you ever been to a pole class?
I say that about people who are stripping. I say that about people who do porn. I say that about pretty much the sex industry, point blank and period. Like at the end of the day, if you got something that the people want to see, charge their ass. Like I know people that have OnlyFans, and my thing is, okay, people sliding your DMs wanting to see, oh, let me see what that mouth do, what your ass like, what that pee like. Send them to OnlyFans link. You want to say, you gonna have to pay for it.
I ain't mad at nobody getting a bag on OnlyFans because here's my thing: the girls was posting bathing suit pictures on Instagram for free. So going on over here and pay this $10 a month.
You can see all the skin you want, all the feet you want. All the ass cracker.
I know somebody who does feet on OnlyFans. She makes an additional, and this is disposable income, meaning she's good. This is just extra. She says about an extra $7,000 a month just on feet stuff on OnlyFans.
When I tell you, I'm not mad at it.
Listen, I have people that have asked me would I and could I would.
You make a bag.
Listen, I'm not running around here compromising my morals.
No, you could do.
All you gotta do is post them thigh pictures every day.
Okay.
I know a man. Actually, I know a man who works with me. He does OnlyFans on the side, and he does stuff like with himself though.
Ooh.
You wouldn't know him. He's new. You don't know him, but he does.
I have a girlfriend who's plus size who has an OnlyFans on the side, and homegirl clocks about $1,000 a week.
Does she show her face?
I know somebody.
No face.
Yeah, he doesn't do face either.
I know somebody who's older, and in a past life, in their old life, they used to beat up white men for money. A whole.
I don't know if that's kind of amazing.
A dominant. I'm like, wait, and you quit? Because I would love that job. Personally.
I mean, you would take it too far. You'd kill somebody.
No, beat him with an inch of his life. Just an inch. Take him to the threshold. Take him to the edge, and then bring him back.
Yeah, I know a lot of people getting a bag on OnlyFans. I have a girlfriend,
and not even just for sexual stuff either.
No, I have a girlfriend who's a chef. Okay,
I know somebody who's a cook.
He's a chef.
I know somebody who's a personal trainer.
But now she's going to switch over to Patreon because she's.
Well, my girlfriend got body, okay, and she cooks all of her vegan meals in an apron with nothing else. So basically, everything's covered except for like some booty and some side boob. And she's giving you recipes for healthy meals.
That's smart.
I tell you she's getting at a bag. She's getting at a bag 2 times because they hitting her up to do the meal prep.
Mm-hmm.
And she's getting her OnlyFans bag.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart.
Y'all, I'm telling y'all got to download Zeus Network because they got a whole show on there called Only. It's called Only. It's not called
when you get your show, I will subscribe to Zeus. Until then,
it's called
we'll live through you.
It's only something, but they're going behind the scenes with like major, like with big people who are making money off OnlyFans. Yeah. Some of them are regular people. Some of them are like stars.
It's funny how stars ran to OnlyFans last year. Stars want to swear they live in this big old I got money lifestyle. Y'all Negroes ran to OnlyFans last year.
Let me tell you something about these celebrities and everything else. Especially these people in the music. It's all cat. All of it. Absolutely all of it. Especially these new niggas. These new niggas is running around here throwing up rented fucking money. Half of these people have the most fucked up contracts. You write these trash ass rhymes that goes #1 and you see not a fucking penny of it because you don't even own your fucking publishing. You dumb motherfuckers. You don't own the publishing. You're not producing none of it. You putting money in the hands of these fucking greedy ass white people that don't even.
Oh, because they give you $1,000 advance.
I'm gonna tell you the one who really ran that OnlyFans up and did the right thing. My good Judy, Suki Hana. Suki got on that OnlyFans. She got that bag to buy that building. Then she opened up her shit for free. She was like, here y'all go. Y'all can see whatever y'all want. I got the money I needed. I got my building. And now I'm selling my wigs.
Mm-hmm. And she was on there losing her rabbit ass mind. I used to look at her, she'd be like, "This bitch is nutty than a box of fucking peanuts."
Because listen, Suki and Bill, they crazy. But Suki got on there. She got the money she needed to buy her building. She did, and then she turned that bitch free. She was like, "Here, y'all can go watch whatever y'all want to watch," because they kept leaking her videos and stuff. And she was just really on there to get the bag for the building. She did that, and she was like, "Here, y'all go talk shit, do whatever you want to do." But I got what I need to get, and I'm out of here. I appreciate anybody who comes up off the bag. 2020 was a hard year for a lot of people.
For everyone, not a lot. Everyone
got fucked up.
I'll tell you why I'm in the process of debating whether I should and I shouldn't. Because at this point, I've gone through
don't show your face.
I've gone through, two whole entire life-changing events where I have put myself literally in well over $40,000 in debt just for medical treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Thank God you're still here.
I'm gonna have to put in another $60,000 worth of debt just to adjust some of the things that I have to, like for post-treatment. People don't understand how you go through chemo treatment. You go through a whole entire 2 rounds of chemo. People don't tell you not only can you lose your hair, not only does your skin change, but most men who go through any type of chemo radiation, your reproductive organs will not work. So I'm shooting the club up, but my clip is empty. So that happens. You lose your teeth.
Will you get it back?
No. Once you lose your ability to reproduce, it's gone.
So you can't have kids at all?
Not at all.
Oh,
not if I wanted to. I will be the bomb ass uncle, or I will adopt children. And listen, we're fine.
Oh, well, you know what? Then we're good. Excellent. Okay, we're good.
We're fine. We're we've moved on from that. But you lose your teeth, your gums change, your tongue changes, my nail beds change. You go through a whole lot that people don't tend to run down.
I never heard none of this.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, when I tell people health is wealth, but at the same time, it's going to cost me well over $40,000 for me to have my mouth rearranged.
You have to have it rearranged? You can't just pop in like veneers?
No, I have to have my teeth yanked out and implants put in. It's going to be a good $45,000 job. So once I get my passport and redo my passport, I might go get them done in DR at this point. Just don't give me no Nene Leakes teeth, because I can't. I don't want horse teeth. Don't knee me, please. I can't do it.
Look, if this is what you need, I say do it, man.
At this point, listen. So I've told.
You got the people.
I told my mom. I told my grandma. Listen, if y'all happen to see me swinging around a pole on the internet, mind your business.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you. If I was not married, I'm dead serious.
I know you are.
If I was not married, I would have been had me an OnlyFans.
Why can't you and your husband do it together?
Because I'm a very
that's a lot of money too
person. Mm-hmm. I ain't got no issues with that. And I promise you, if I wasn't married, I would have been had one. Now, of course, I'm gonna play the no face, no trace game. I ain't
I have tattoos.
Me too. A lot of them.
Right.
So really? How many tattoos you got?
Me?
Keisha, how many tattoos you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I don't do this. And you got 5?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I got 1.
Yeah, I have 7. But just like y'all don't know, most people don't know. So I would very no face, no trace it. Mm-hmm. And all my tattoos are in places where I actually, except for 2, I actually have to show you. You're not just gonna see them. Mm-hmm. So I promise y'all I would have an OnlyFans. And I tell my husband that all the time. The only thing stopping me from OnlyFans is you, because I would have did it. And I heard you say, why don't you do it with your husband? So my husband is not me. Polar opposite. Okay. Very reserved. Okay. He barely wants to get on my Instagram live. So I know damn well he ain't getting on the OnlyFans.
Right.
Yeah, true.
But I would very much do it because there's a whole lot of plus size women getting to the bag.
I'm sure they are. That is a fantasy fetish.
Like I've already said, not even a fetish. Like there are guys that just like bigger women. It's not, it's not a fetish.
There are, but there also plus size is a fantasy fetish, and there's a lot of people who just like are drawn to plus size women.
You know who I'm surprised doesn't already have a fucking
Keisha?
No, not even Keisha. I'm surprised Lizzo don't have one.
Me too.
She don't need it right now. She's getting enough money. But I bet you if that money started going south, she literally would be like, what's on Instagram I'm putting on OnlyFans.
But I'm gonna tell you this though, and I'm gonna tell you what else I got going for me. I don't have cellulite and shit in my legs or nothing. I don't know how I escaped it, but I don't have it. They smooth as a baby's ass. So if I get on that OnlyFans,
I don't know how we've gone from Porsha to talking about what if we would have.
It's about get to a bag. Get to a bag. Whatever you gotta
listen.
That's hilarious.
Did what she did because she knew. She said that man got $40 million.
Look, you do want to promote the ish out of you.
Well, not even that. She said like this. She said, "This ain't shit, Dennis, and his stupid ass and his fuck ass mama is worth $4 million. This rich ass African is worth $40 million." Dennis can go. We just can go up here with it.
And Dennis is okay because he don't got to pay child support nearly as high as he would have had she not been with Simon. That's why he be cheesing in the photos.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all what my grandma said. Your good Aunt Merle. She said, "When you get invited to a room, show the fuck up." So Simon invited her in the room, and she showed the fuck up
and showed the fuck out.
And her pockets came the fuck up.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
She went from a nice Coach to a good Birkin. I ain't mad at her.
Oh, okay.
I ain't mad.
There you go.
Ain't mad at all. Because I like to be honest, I know, especially gay guys, I know a couple of gay guys that got loot. I'm talking money. Like real estate companies, you know, houses in the sky. Like could if I call right now, but yo, let's get a room at the Four Seasons on top of the Comcast building. But like for me, it's like I can run you. That's not my shit. My grandmom and my mom raised me right. They raised a good man because when I tell you, if I wanted to run niggas, I could. Teeth missing it all, I could.
I didn't even notice that till you said that about your mouth.
I didn't either.
I didn't notice that till you said something.
You know what? My saving grace is I got big ass lips.
Yes. Because I'm like, you been talking this whole time. I'm like, he missing teeth?
Not the meth. The meth.
Not the meth. Somebody asked, did you see the meme? They was like, oh, name something white people can cook better than black people. Somebody said meth. I died. I sat up in the bed last night and screamed. Let me say something. My neighbors be so sick of me because I've been here all by myself. Neighbors here random. Because I be screaming. I've been here hollering.
And you on a higher floor, so they're getting it from the bottom and from the side.
Listen, over here and through that wall, can't stand my black ass. I've been here at 7:30.
Is that why your couch isn't against the wall no more?
Yeah, it's on the opposite wall. But I moved the entire place around since the last time you were here.
Can you show that thing again? That is one of my favorite pieces of your home. That is just so like, I love it. That's one of the best pieces of your apartment.
I love my apartment, but like I start work at like 7 a.m. So I be in here screaming, singing, especially in the summertime because a couple of my neighbors are like younger than me, so they be having like wild parties, but they be having like company past 11. I be laying in bed like, oh, I know you. Okay, that's my thing. They know if they have company past 11, I'm waking up at 6:30 a.m. singing Shania Twain, Tina Turner at the top of my lungs in the key of off.
Ain't nobody come see you yet at your door?
Who? Because they want no smoke, none whatsoever. That one over there tried it. I said, you want to kiss my ass now or later? Don't come over here knocking on my goddamn door when you had company till 2:30 a.m, like on a Wednesday. Like folk don't work. Kiss my dick. I slimmed up.
Ain't that my dick? He said,
I
kiss
slimmed
my
up.
dick.
Listen, my mouth is trash. I'm sorry, y'all. But y'all know how I am. Don't start none, won't be none. Don't come knocking on my door like you are just like. Okay, and what would you like to do about it? You want to beat me up about it? Who you gonna do? What you gonna do?
It's funny because when they said that, they probably were like, "What? What do you mean? What are you gonna do about it?"
What would you like to do? Oh, can you turn it down? It's 3:00 in the afternoon. Well, I'm trying to sleep while I'm working. So what would you?
Ooh, sorry, sir.
So what would you like?
People are up.
What would you like for me to do?
Or what would you like to do? Is the better question. What you gonna do is the better question.
Right to the parking lot, right to the parking garage, wherever you want to do it. Because you want to fight about it. Because I'm not. You gonna get all this good Trick Daddy and Trina at 3:00 in the afternoon on a Tuesday.
Because I'm a bad bitch, yo.
Because you don't know nan nigga.
You know that. But get
Been the grams about spin, fuck by size 6 best rounds. You know that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not with it. So I be here just acting a whole entire ass all by myself. I am a one-man show in this bitch.
And that's why we love you. So we've been on this hoe for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Didn't even feel like it. No. I know, right? Does not even feel like it. I feel like we've talked about so many things. And
all over.
Yeah, Porsha, keep your head up, sis. But we're going to keep the bag up. Keep the bag up. I forgot to whatever. So we are going to. Could y'all hear that?
What the fuck was that?
That is my computer. My husband's texting me because I'm still on this phone.
Oh, so look, perfect timing. See? So Keisha, let the people know where they can find you at, sis.
I'm everywhere in these internet streets at Life Coach Keish. I'm at Life Coach Keish everywhere. Except for LinkedIn. I'm Keisha Butler Thomas, but I don't think none of y'all looking for me on LinkedIn, but it's Keisha Butler Thomas over there. But I'm on ClubHouse in these ClubHouse streets. I'm
on you on ClubHouse. I'm on ClubHouse every now and again. I have to turn my damn notifications off because
I'm at Life Coach Keish there. I'm at Life Coach Keish everywhere. Y'all can always learn more about me at lifecoachkeish.com. We just dropped a new website last Monday. The shit's fire. Go ahead and check that out.
Like she said, she don't just want you for the money. She wants to make sure she can do something with you. So go ahead and sign up for her Life Coach Keish sessions and make you your most authentic self. Ain't that your tagline?
Mm-hmm. I'm with it.
That was cute. It's not quite, but I like it.
Shoot, I thought I had it. Say it. What's your tagline?
Stop surviving, start thriving.
Boom. Stop surviving, start thriving. Next, the Hennessy Casanova.
Yep.
That's where they find you at.
You can find me on Instagram is where I'm probably most active. I have Twitter at Henny Casanova. I just be shooting the shit when I'm not in the gym working out or working, getting to the bag in these corporate streets. I just be on here acting fool, cutting up because that's what
OnlyFans will be coming soon. We'll let you know when that drops.
Wah, wah, wah.
Or honestly, you could just do you working out in the gym because you already do that. That'd be a great bag to come up on. Thank you. We've had one before I go. We've had one person watching the entire time. Sydney King, shout out to you. The whole entire time. We do appreciate you, sis. Thank you for everybody. This live stream was not planned to be a live stream. They said, well, the streets wanted to see us live, so I said, let's do it live. The streets was talking, and I'm very much happy to oblige.
So wait. What was your housewife's tagline be?
They have a tagline?
Mm-hmm. We should do that. What is your housewife's tagline? They say a little thing in the beginning.
Oh, well, give me a second. I didn't know.
Like Nene used to say, people keep up with the Joneses, but I am the Joneses.
Ooh.
And Giselle says, if you sick of me being the word on the street, stop listening.
Ooh, that's good.
I don't like it. What's yours, Keisha?
Oh my God. I need a second.
TikTok.
You sprang this up at the last minute.
Because it was a good thing. It was a good thing. We should have did this in the beginning. But it's right.
I didn't know we did this. Now I gotta think in my mind.
Look, y'all know I'm not a rapper, but I'm about to come up with something.
Oh shoot. Trying to think. Oh, also somebody text me what I was sipping on. Crown Royal Peach with ginger beer. That's what I've been sipping on. I'm a little hot, but
I had some good Chipotle root beer, Dr. Pibb mix with a couple shots of Henny in it.
Can't go
Now,
wrong.
I had coconut rum with coconut rum with tropical mix.
I had to slow down because I'm getting hot. With this light too?
Yeah, my light too. It's a little warm.
Yeah.
The Henny.
Tagline.
I start asking people what you looking at. Call me my Uber.
All right, Armin, you go first because clearly.
Yeah, you go first. I think I got one.
You can try some people some of the time, but you'll try me none of the time.
Ooh. All right, go ahead, Keish.
Wait, I'm still working it out. Go ahead.
All right, mine would be y'all get to the bag, but y'all get into something that I've always had.
Okay.
All right. When you're moving through life with style and grace, I can't help but light up the place.
Come on now. Come on, somebody.
With a little shoulder shrug.
And that's on that.
And that's on who? Mary had a little lamb. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I gotta get some more drops. I'm gonna get the gospel because when she was preaching, I wanted to be like dun dun. I gotta add it onto my soundboard. Dun and then dun and then dun. I'm gonna add that.
You need a keyboard. It's like,
where's my keyboard? I got one over there.
Give him a little Airsberg.
Yeah, yes. But yeah, y'all. So as you can see, this is the Not From Concentrate podcast. I'm your girl, Miss Finesse, in the flesh. You can find me. Actually, I'm in transition. I had to go from one platform to another because Wooshka was giving me, the boot. So I'm in the transitioning all my stuff over to a new platform. But y'all can still find me because that ain't never stopped. On Apple, Google, Stitcher. You can find me and say no wishful and no dubs and smoking on dubs. I'm just kidding. Where else? You can find me everything down below. We're here. And yeah, so let me know if you like the live streams. Like if you do, I'll do them more often. If you don't, I'll do them less often. But let me know what y'all think. But I'm once again my fabulous guest. They actually told me we're coming on here to talk about this.
Oh yes, I politely said. I said, "Oh, we need to sound off on it because I got something to say."
Because I said the whole text like I'm waiting for my invite.
She did. She surely did. I was like, and I'm glad you two. Y'all always are a hoot and a holler when y'all come on here. Always give personality. Always give. I'm more than happy to have y'all on at any time. Y'all just give what needs to be gave. Okay.
Come on, bro. Lord Roach. I'm about to watch Legendary, and he always tells the girls, "Cause you gave what needed to be given."
No, I didn't. Look, I need to start watching more stuff.
I love it.
But as I say every week,
what needed to be done.
But as I say every week, whether I give you an ounce, a gallon, or a liter, everything I say is 100% real. And with that being said, I hope y'all have a fabulous evening, and we out. Peace.
All right.